Hello, this is Geeketeers. I'm Diggy.
I'm Alicia.
And we are joined today by Steve and Alex to play the new game by Fantastic Books Gaming, Gorgon's Loch.
I feel like there needs to be like dramatic music there. Dun, dun, dun. It's really cool. It just launched on Kickstarter. We ourselves have backed it, of course. So we can kind of vouch for the awesomeness here because we know the people that make it. But we are actually going to play it today and give you our own kind of real-time opinion, I guess. Interesting fact. You're not really usually into this kind of game, are you?
No, I'm usually much more of a sci-fi sort of person. I love lasers, spaceships, the works, really.
See, I find that fascinating. I think that's going to really... I'm interested to see your reaction to this game. Because if you like this game, that bodes very well for it. Because it becomes more of an any person kind of game if someone that doesn't fit the usual market likes it. So, really hoping you like it.
I'm sure I will.
We discussed it before, and one of the things that the game does with the storm system that it operates under is it does have the flexibility to, and I use the phrase the kind of the Blackadder effect, because you can just stick it into different things, and it's just any upgrade or the changes to the later additions. You can have this as the inside of a spaceship or inside of a planetary.
Doesn't have to be a fancy game.
And the standees can be changed very easily.
So it's effectively a universal rules system, it's just the setting that changes.
Yes, I see that, that's a good comparison.
Because all you need to then do is have the change the rules for the individual characters and the enemies appear on the cards. It's simply done by way of expansion.
So, certainly an awful lot of stuff to come in such a small box as well. I'm quite impressed. And this isn't all of it either. There's plenty more in the box. This is the basic setup, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because you wanted it to start us on a basic game and then see how we felt about doing something more advanced afterwards.
Well, although I'm sitting on this side, and Dan has asked me to run around the countryside basically to the south because he's up north, I'm not a board gamer. So for me to sit over here, I've played board games more since this turned up than I have pretty much ever done before. I had a little go at Space Hulk and what's the American football game?
Which is again a
Games
Workshop thing. Yeah, based on the same universe.
Sure, but that was years ago. That's 25, 30 years ago. So this is all very new to me. I'm having to learn, but I was able to pick it up really quickly, and any effects sit over this side. And I was so taken by it that I said to Dan, come on, we've got to do this. Because he had it as bits of laminated paper.
Of course.
We've got to do this. Well, there's lots of stuff going on. Oh, come on.
That's Dan.
Dan is so Dan.
So Dan.
But he's got so much going on, but he's so committed to it. And he's so loves it. And everyone that's played it so far has been so incredibly positive.
So also it would have had to go through alpha testing and beta testing and yada yada yada. This is not the version that's gone to Kickstarter, is it? It's sort of like a pre-Kickstarter version, or?
This is actually the second version. So there is an earlier version of it, and there were a couple of little hiccups that got.
So I'm wondering how similar this is to the version that people were buying on Kickstarter.
This should be fairly close. I mean, if you look at
Very
the artwork, all of the artwork is pretty much as you can see. There's some fine tuning going on, just looking at spell checking, and occasionally you just find a typo. Those have got to be addressed. But pretty much it's going to come out of the box looking exactly like that. The layout's going to look like that. All of the enemies and all the character figures are from original, from one artist. And so they are pretty much ready to go. It's just those final little feathers to make sure the product is just right. How are the standings panning out? How are they standing up? Quality here, quality here. Is there something here needs to be adjusted? I mean, on these, you had it started 1 to 12. Well, this is for your action points. Ideally, you need 0, and instead of having all dead, it's got a little star. Just little tiny touches like that to just add to it. But you'll hopefully see it as the game goes through. I think on this box we actually got more of these, more of the love hearts,
I'm sure we'll find out what those are in a minute, obviously.
That's the point, but I'll need a few of those. But in general terms, this, as you see it here,
That's
is
generally what we've, well, essentially already bought. I already bought a copy. I was debating buying multiple copies for friends.
Well, I'm running around with this, which is one of only 2 in the country, and I've already hit Kickstarter. I want mine. And I want my original
I felt
first
like
edition.
straight away, obviously, being so connected to fantastic books, you know, and Fantasticon and everything, I just automatically just had to show my support straight away.
Sure.
I do have an existing bias, therefore, but it's our policy here at Geektiz to be unbiased. You know, obviously we've been to Fantasticon with a table and everything, but if the event then turned out to be not good, we would have reported back that it wasn't good. We're not going to lie. It's just not.
Yeah, with Dan, credibility within the community is everything. But with Dan, he's one of these guys who he needs to know this information. There's a sponge of sucking information out, find the best. How can I do something different? There's no pride in it. So they're
like
very
if people find faults and they tell him, he's like, right,
let's get that done.
noting it down.
Yeah.
Getting it done. So I really, it's been in development for so long, and I'm quietly confident that we'll enjoy it. Obviously, I bought it to show support to the company, it being, you know, having that dedication to Fantastic Books, this being the first Fantastic Books game, but we can give a real opinion today. That's what I'm really hoping for. Any thoughts before we go over the rules?
Just having a look at this, I am quite impressed with what is there in terms of the amount of stuff you get, as you say, with the amount of, well, I say models, the stand.
The little figures.
Yeah, you've got the counters, the standees, you get those, you get lots of cards and all the different counters. It really looks very good quality.
Especially for a first game as well. You know, they haven't been doing this for 10 years. You know, I quite like that. And what do you think of the, like, I'm going to hand these over to you for a second. What do you think of like the rule books and stuff like that? Like,
This is actually the very first time I'm seeing them other than sat on.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm curious to see like first impressions, having a quick flick through. You can have a look as well. I've had a look.
So everything on the board is very organized, very well, very pretty. And I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing so far. Some illustrations.
The illustrations are really nice. They don't feel cheap or anything. You know, it doesn't feel like they've just grabbed any old artist. You know, it's really nice.
And within the Kickstarter, I believe there's some options as you go up the scale to get some original art.
I saw that. Yes, you can have like you can have your characterization in the game, which is like, whoa, if you've got the couple of £100 to spare, you know, go for it.
I'm probably not going to have my own, I'll be authorised anywhere, but...
Alas, I am as yet an unpaid professional geek. So yeah, not technically a professional geek. I call myself a professional geek, but no one's paying me yet.
I have the advantage of old bloke singledom, which gives me the opportunity to go.
So you get to spend all your money however you like,
I don't smoke
wherever you like.
What the hell?
Bam,
I say,
bam, bam.
well, you know, but it's for the sake of that kind of investment, you know, there's 2 really good nights out there, and I'm going to get something that I can keep, and it'll be a first edition.
It's not just you keeping it as well. It's all those other people. They see your face.
Yeah, they're not going to say, I've got an idea for this. It's going to be my
It doesn't
cat.
necessarily have to be. Yeah, there was the whole you can have your pet in the game
Yeah,
thing, which I thought was so adorable, adorable even.
Especially, yes.
I love that term.
There's an adjustment that needs to be made that's been pointed out. If you look at the front cover of those, you'll see right at the very bottom, in incredibly small and faint writing, it tells you what it is.
Yes, I did. That was one of the first things I noticed. Was that is a little hard. I was wondering if that was because I don't have my glasses though.
No.
I literally didn't notice it until it was pointed out, so I don't think it's just
Okay, well, there you are. Then. So
yeah.
he didn't notice that.
Sure, but it's a case of, okay, which book do I pick up? There's a rule
Yes,
question.
because they look the same.
Yes.
They do look the same, but
Well,
that is,
that's-
as you say, that's going to be changed for the main game. So that's going to be good. So I don't want us to take time, all 3 of us sitting down reading through it manually. So we are going to have Steve actually explain this to us, but I just wanted you to have a look at the book as well first.
If we launch into play, it's literally a game that you can just launch into.
Okay.
I won't even bother explaining.
All right, let's do that then.
We'll just
let's
go straight
do that
for it.
then.
So first thing is,
let's test that theory.
cool. You've got here in front of you 5 characters, and each card represents the details of those characters. So have a little look look through the cards to see which character you want and pick a character.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'm eyeing up the dwarf.
Alright,
There it is. Okay. So let's grab these.
What's a dwarf? Drunk with a hammer.
Does that sound like a typical Saturday night to you?
That. Have a read through it, and also flick it over and have a look on the back. Just for the hell of it, because that's worth a giggle.
Magnus Darth.
You've got no lesser Thundershower. A human orphan of war raised by orcs in the far mountains. Norlessa knows only violence and her greatest desire is to defeat the Gorgon Queen. She gets a double kill if you roll 2d6 and get exactly a 12. You can
What
attempt.
chance of that?
Well, 36.
They're thin, but they
But
are
if
doable.
it happens,
Ragnar Agathorn, Ragnar's been driven insane by his long imprisonment in the Gorgon's Loch. His Viking roots ensure his fighting skills remain untarnished by centuries of incarceration, and he gets instant kill.
instant kill.
So he can roll again. It's the 2d6. 1 attempt per turn. Each attempt costs an action point. Anything costs an action point to move, to fight. When you're defending, that's just decided to play.
Beeping.
An elven half-breed. Erin's human mother was killed by like a Hawker.
Ooh, backstory.
She's vowed to avenge her. She can teleport.
Cool.
Julius Fartleader, a veteran wrestler of the Outlander Wars, Julius entered the Gorgon's Loch in the hope of riches and glory. That was many centuries ago. He gets luck. Rolls 2d6, and he's able to search for and keep any single card in the search pile. So he basically picks up the search pile.
I
flips through it,
like teleportation chick with the backstory. So I'm gonna call you teleportation chick.
So that is.
What is her name? So Erin. Oh, interesting. My sister's name is Erin. It's spelt differently, but my sister's name is Erin. So that is quite interesting.
Just as an additional aside, as you go
Crazy
through the
I have
pile,
done.
there are some people from the existing community who have interacted over the years, and their names are going to rock up.
That's cool.
As a bit of a credit sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just as a
Little
thing.
nudge.
Yeah.
Little. We know. We
So Wyeth Chakram, for example, will possibly be in the pile, which is
I'll go with this guy.
This
that
guy.
one is that's
It's kind of parody. No. Do you know what he
That's
looks
the
like?
Viking.
He looks Skyrim-y.
Yeah, I was looking and thinking it looked like
Does that not scream Fusrodar to you?
No idea.
You've not played Skyrim. Okay, never mind.
So the first thing now is take 2 dice each and roll the dice. Now you'll only do this once, and this is to set your initial health value.
Of course.
So obviously nice high scores are handy, nice low scores are fantastic.
Watch me get snake on that.
Oh, sweet!
That's not a bad collective roll.
I have a
So
5 and a
9, 10,
6.
11. So dial them into your health side. And this is the only time.
So the total number
Yep.
from the
Rack it up to 11 in your case.
I've played enough Warhammer to be very sceptical. As D6s, they have a mind of their own.
Exactly.
Ever.
So you can play the game and you could have now rocked up with 2.
I usually,
yeah, you were just
honestly,
saying.
when I play role playing, I get the really low numbers, so I'm quite happy with that. These dice like me.
However, even if you rock up with 2, you've now got to play a very different game for a 1. Because in the search pile, there are health files.
Ah.
And and you can up your health bar up level to the 12.
It's not the end of the game if you roll
So even
two
if
ones.
you get the snake eyes, you can then build up your health by surging and being a bit defensive.
So I'd essentially be walking in, limping, barely alive, but I could then pick up
Oh,
something,
use imagination.
and then I'd be.
Yeah. However, in this particular case, so that's the first time you need to do it. Now the start room is here. Place your character
Put a little, put the
Anywhere
little
you
lady
want.
over there.
Put them in there anywhere you want. Now, for the sake of ease, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then if there's any enemy, I'll show how the enemy mechanism works. I'll use the enemy mechanism as if it was a solo game, and that you'll then have a demonstration of how simple the rules are in relation to making the enemy take a swipe at you. So the object of this particular function is in the far room there are 2 separate rooms. Each room has got a key. You need a black key, you need a white key, and then you've completed the game.
So
So-
we're playing this all together or against each other?
Well, funnily enough, yesterday the group that were playing it decided right at the end to start scrapping amongst themselves.
When did this become Munchkin?
And it was herring.
Munchkin, that's one of the other ones I played.
It was hysterical because
So
there was
you
no
can do
particular
both. You can work together
Or if you fancy just for giggles, and that's exactly where they went. And they ganged up on one guy, launched him back, and of course the overall game is under the Queen, the Gorgon Queen. You're all dead already, and she's just toying with your souls for her own entertainment, and you're trying to get to the
I feel
end
violated.
where you can battle her and get your soul back and escape, and that's 6 games down. So if you lose your life, you don't actually get kicked out of the game. You lose the
respawn.
counter and you respawn at the start.
Okay, noted.
Now there's
A little bit scared, but noted.
and of course we then need to understand how spawning works, where do the enemies come from. You look
Ah.
at each room, that room for example, there's no numbers. In this room,
Are these the rooms?
these are the rooms,
What are the rooms? The
that's
numbers?
a corridor,
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Got it.
excuse me, and that basically little card you use to link. So you
So
can
they're
see
connecting rooms.
you can connect it a different way,
Okay.
but in this particular case we've connected that way.
So this isn't it doesn't have to be set up this way. You can set
can
it in a
set it
different
up
way.
any way
Okay,
you like
good to
at
know.
all.
That's interesting.
You can homebrew your own game,
Again, you can do that with Munchkin.
bigger, smaller, whatever you want.
There we are. Yeah. So you can make a dungeon the way you want to do it.
Yes.
With the campaign book, it has a couple of pages
Got
so
a
you
couple of
can.
examples. Oh, you can draw your own design in there as well. That's really cool. That is really cool. Add a little added personalisation there.
Absolutely, yeah. Or photocopy them and then
Yeah,
do the whole.
that's really
You
nice.
can theme out an evening or a weekend or whatever it is.
I like that.
So-
Customizability.
There is a transition point. As you go from one room to another, you're standing in the door. In effect, you're in 2 rooms. So the red bit, or the lava bridge, represents the bit where you're into the next room. So as you stroll into the next room, if it has spawn points, you roll a d6.
Okay.
And it depends on how many spawn points there are in the room. So we've got a corridor here with 2 spawn points. If you roll 1, one of them kicks up, and you get an enemy up here there. If you roll 2 or more,
You're screwed.
2 enemy. In this room, you roll 1 kick up, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3,
3, you're
5.
really screwed.
In this room, you can get up to 4. In this room, you can get up to 6. And in
You
each
said
of
about
these-
these cards can like get you health and stuff. I'm assuming they will. There are various power-ups.
This is the search pile, and there are power-ups and there are health things.
Because
and
the
how-
idea of facing off against 4 bad guys is really kind of freaking me out right
Well,
now. But I feel like
We'll see how it goes. Not
you know,
everything in that
power-ups
card is
obviously.
good.
Not no. I would gather not. It would be a bit too easy if that were the case.
So the next thing that we're going to do is now play as an individual. We've collectively rolled
Okay.
to find out what our health is. That's set the game ready to go. So now
Okay. Do I
you're off.
do I roll my dice?
You roll 2 dice,
I roll 2 dice.
And
These
that
2
will
dice
give
that
you-
like me because they rolled me an 11.
action points.
Ah.
And everything you
Been
do,
good to me so
It's an
far. Don't let me down now.
9.
9.
Pretty damn good.
I'll take it. I will take it. Thank you.
So you've now got 9
These are very
action.
cooperative dice. They do as they're told. I like it.
You can move, or you can search.
Okay, so
Moving-
at this point I've got action points and I'm also deciding what to do with those action points.
Yes.
Okay.
You can search a maximum per go of 4 times. You can attack a maximum 4 times, and you can move as many times as you like.
And I can use one action point to attempt the whole double 6 thing.
Yes. So if you fancy rolling a double 6, it depends what.
Obviously at this point there's no point because I don't have any bad guys.
Right.
So there's no point in me having rolling doing the super attack thing.
Okay.
So teleport yourself to an adjacent room or corridor. Again, don't really feel the need to do that at this point. I guess we just walk forward a few paces.
Okay.
I could just go anywhere, can't I? I mean, there's not. You don't have to go like sideways or forward.
So that would be 1 action point. That would be 2 action points. There are no spawn points, so it's not a problem. You can go diagonally, so say 3, take you there, but probably you'd go that way.
Oh, so you can go diagonally. So I can go
Because
there.
there's only 2 action
3,
points,
4.
you know, 2 spawn points as opposed to 3. You can choose which corridor you go down.
So there's not really anything to do in this area.
You can search it here.
I can search. Ooh, searching. I like that plan.
And you can search in any corridor, and you can search in any room, you can search in this room. You cannot search if an enemy appears, because frankly, if something
They're
just
distracting you.
materialises, it's like, yeah, I'll be
They're not going to give you enough
Yeah.
time. This isn't a computer game. They're not going to go, oh, don't mind while I press the start menu and go through my inventory.
Pause. So at this point, you've spent 1, 2, 3, so you're now 9, 8, 7. 8, 7, 6. And if you want to search,
I want to search. I want to
so
search.
that's
Search.
1 action point.
Do it
grab
from
a
the
card.
first.
Just grab a card.
Go from the search tile. Be nice. Be nice. Oh, I found a large help file.
That's handy.
That is very handy. Okay, so it says I've got +3 to my health, but I've already kind of almost maxed out my health.
That's fine.
And what's the 15 GP? What's that about?
Well, everything that has a value has a designated value. That's almost like an RRP, a recommended retail price. Now, it does depend. Well, say for example, you're down to 0, you've got 1 health point left, and you've got that. You
Oh,
might turn
I can
around and
trade.
say, okay,
You're desperate. Give me money.
I'll have more. So what have you got that I quite fancy having? Oh, that's
So I don't
nice.
have to use this right away. I can. This goes in my inventory
Yeah,
essentially.
just saying.
Okay.
And then there are other trading options which we can maybe come
That's
into
cool.
later. So,
How do we get money though?
well, that's now worth. It's got value.
So I now have 15 money.
It's purely worth. It's purely
Okay.
trading options.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
You don't have any coinage, that's
It's
just
a trading
value.
system.
There are coins in the pack. There's some silver, there's some
Oh,
gold, there's some
this could get
jewels.
very Monopoly-ish. I'm sensing like friendships will be tested.
Yesterday they were tested.
Okay, so I've got.
I've just dropped that down for
Drop
you.
that down for me. Okay,
So-
cool. And so I've done a bit of searching. So I want to kind of be heading with.
So if we put you there, so it's another 1, 2, 3. If you step forward 1 more, potentially you've got to start spawning enemies here. You can do.
Okay. Spawning enemies sounds good. That's kind of the point.
Cool. So
Does that give us experience or
5.
anything?
No.
Or it's just a case of you just beat them and then you know. What are these things?
4, isn't it? 4.
What are these cards?
Well, we're probably about to find out.
They're the bad guys, aren't they?
Right, so you're now down to 1 now, 1 action.
They're the bad guys. I figured out what they are.
You're in
Bad
the corridor.
guys.
Now, you need to roll the dice. 1
Just
D6.
one? Just one dice?
Yes, just 1. 3. There are 2 spawn points. You can get a maximum of 2 enemies. You get 3, so 2 enemies it is. Pick 2 cards and tell me what they say.
Skeleton 3. With 2 HP, I think, 2 little heart thingies.
Yep.
And Goblin 5 with 1 little heart
So
thingy.
I'm going to nick those over here just to demonstrate
bad guys.
how it works. 1 minute, 1 minute. I do need those. So, the first thing that came out was the skeleton. There's his 2 dice, and he was the first one to come out, so he goes to number 1. Goblin number 3.
Do we have to beat him up? He looks so cute.
Number 3 was the second thing to turn up, and he turns up on that.
Okay, so Okay. So this is relevant to where you put them.
Yes. The first creature that you drew
Goes on number 1.
goes on number 1.
Gotcha.
Second creature, number 2. And the reason
You
these
really
are
can
numbered,
just learn this as you go.
and they're numbered, is so you can follow along and do them in order. And in
That
this
makes sense.
particular case, it's going to have an effect because he has got a move capability of 2.
Oh,
So he's going to run towards you automatically.
okay. Attack!
But he's the second figure to have turned up. He's got a movement capability of 3. But he can't get past the goblin. So
Right.
when he runs towards you, he's going to run 1 step and bash into the little goblin that's not going to get out of the way. Then the goblin's going to run 2 forwards towards you. So you're still out of range. Whereas if it had happened the other way round, the
I'd have been
skeleton turned up there,
insta-attacked.
it'd be bomb, 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 hello. So by putting them in order, you're
Hi,
able
this is
to-
my sword, would you miss?
Yeah. So,
They are so cute. I don't want to kill them. Do we have to kill them? Can't we just like?
well, that's entirely up to
They
you.
could just. Can we just? They can just lie on the floor and just sleep.
No, there is no making fall asleep. There is battle them around the head with a blunt instrument.
But they're so cute.
Unfortunately. Right,
Monsters are
so
people too.
you have got 1 move
I've
left.
got 1 move left.
So you can step forwards,
And I could do the.
or you could do your magic.
I could do the thing.
Just
I'm going
this-
to do the thing.
Go on then, roll that.
I'm going to do the
That
thing.
would be
Chances,
really
chances
funny.
are really small,
That
but
would be funny. Just for that.
do the thing. Do the thing with stuff.
I don't believe in that superstition myself, but
I
Halfway
got
there.
1/6. Okay.
And it was only
halfway there.
It was only that far away.
Oh,
It was close.
almost, darling, but not good
Close,
enough.
close to gone. Right, so that's your move now completed. You're down to 0 on there. And that is as simple as controlling your figures and making the decisions is with this game. So
Clockwise for me.
you need to roll 2d6.
Next
See how many action points you get.
4.
Okay.
Do we do that every time?
Yes.
Okay.
You roll for action points every time. And as you can see, instantly it'll affect the way you play.
Indeed. Because I got quite a high number.
And
He's
you've
got
yawned
quite a
off
low
into the
number.
sunset.
I'm just like, wee!
Alright.
Nice knowing you.
See ya!
Sure.
I wanna
I'll
see
score
ya.
this step back.
Okay.
I'm going to do 1 search in this room
Okay.
and
I'm just doing research in the stock room.
you find the boots of haste.
That's very handy.
Oh, that does sound handy. Read it to us.
These swift shoes allow you to move up to an optional 3 squares without using your allocated or your allotted action points.
So you've dropped 1 action point now, so you're on 3. So if you wanted to move now, you can do 3 plus.
And it wouldn't cost you any action points.
I think I will do that. I've got 1, 2, 3, and there's only 4 to use 1 action point.
That's it.
And I'll then move up 2
5,
more.
6. 2 more.
Stop
Cavalry.
stalking me!
Backing you up.
It's for
I've got
cavalry.
you- I've got your back. I've got your back. That's what I'm saying. Very noble, sir.
Alright,
Very noble.
alright.
Very, very
Alright, I'll let you
serious.
off. I'll let you off.
Okay, so 2 dice.
Just don't do a load of Leroy Jenkins, okay?
I can't, you're in the way.
Can he go past me?
Yes, you can, because you're a sentient being and you can just move up against the wall.
There you go.
Whereas the
So you can
creatures-
do a Leroy
The creatures
Jenkins.
cannot pass each other.
So you can do a Leroy Jenkins.
So I can do this whole crazy berserker thing and you just you glue yourself to the wall.
He's going the other way. He doesn't
I'm
care
going
to
to try
back us up.
my.
He's going off and doing his own thing. Okay, if they kill you, it's your own fault, and
Yep.
we don't care.
Lone wolf.
See you in the big room.
No.
No. Okay. So you're all down to 0. It comes around now. There are enemy on the table. Now we now know, playing it solo in the effect, we know which enemy goes first because you put the cards down in order. The first one was the skeleton. Now the skeleton has got 3 moves but can only use 1 of them because the skeleton can see an enemy.
Okay.
It's in its line of sight and you're closest. off. Unfortunately, there's a goblin in the way. So that's as far as it can go. The skeleton can do no more. The goblin, on the other hand, it's now his go. He's got a choice of 2 moves, but he can see you as well, and he's focused on going, oh yeah. What he can only move to.
Can we get it?
So that's as close as he can get. And that is how the automatic play of the generated enemies works.
Because it's got the amount of moves that they can do in the corner there, is that
Yep.
it? So if they can move 2, they can move 3.
There's a little sword symbol, so the goblin's got 1 dice. There's a little shield symbol,
Ah, so we roll to see how much
1 to
defense
attack,
and attack they have.
1 to defend.
Not dissimilar to a role-playing game.
2 to attack, 1 to defend for the skeleton. So the skeleton's got a tougher attack. So the goblin should be able to make a fairly short order.
This is a little bit like attacking, defending, and risk.
Yes.
Because
Actually, yes.
you
Yes,
played
I see that.
you played on your Xbox.
Indeed, I have played a lot of Risk.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And you're not playing. You just
I've
kind of
got a character on
let us do our thing.
You're the games
so
master.
the sort of it's the background character.
So it's now back down to yourself. So
Roll again
You're
for action points.
so you're straight into the system.
Yes. Hopefully, won't need to ask any questions. I can just kind of do it. That's the theory. Let's see if this works in practice. 7. Yes, 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, and that's 1. 1, 2, so he's 2 in front of me.
Well, if you step forward 1,
Yes,
and
that's
then
1
it's-
action point.
You
So
can weigh him on it.
I want to beat him up.
Right.
So we'll knock that down to 6.
Now he's only defending with 1 and you're rolling with 2 dice. So it depends what you roll. He may not even get to swing back at you.
I like that. I like that.
You're just going to go up and shiv him.
Coming. 11. There is no way the goblin with only 1 life can defend against that. Because he can't get more than 6. So you've just hit him for 5 health points and he's only got 1. So that
I'm sorry.
is a very
It's
dead
not
goblin.
personal.
And I put him back into his little order, which I set them up at the beginning, to just makes it easy. So he is an ex-goblin. He has ceased to.
I was wondering if you were going with that.
There's no more.
He has gone to meet his maker.
So then the choir invisible.
Have you printed one of those?
I did a 3D printed,
He's 3D printed
a
a Monty
a
Python.
Lego parrot scaled up, but in the colours of the Norwegian blue.
Excellent. Right, so that's 2 action points. You've got.
So it was another action point to attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, you said
So
this attack.
down to 5. I guess I just head towards the other dude.
That's another 3 points to yomp in the general direction of.
3.
Now this boy has got 2 dice.
Oh,
Actually, no, that's not right. No,
Please.
he's going to get 1 dice for defence.
Okay.
He's got 2 in attack, so you need to knock his head off.
I could use one of my action points to see if I can roll for 6s. So
He's only defending with the
would I
same.
normally be rolling with 1 dice?
No,
attack.
your character, looking at your card, will always
She's
attack.
got
with
2 attack, 2 defense.
defense.
Okay, cool.
So you're attacking something which basically on defense is as tough as the goblin you just dispatched.
Ah, right. The roll 2d6 activates teleport. Got you. So it's not about attacking, that's about
Yeah.
like retreating
Or
or going
advancing.
somewhere useful.
So you can teleport potentially
I can just go straight
through
past
a
it.
room
Just go through it.
and not even touch because you haven't gone into it.
Lol, see you later.
Okay, well, I'm going to roll, then I'm going to use one of my action points and see if I can roll 2 6s. It wouldn't hurt, it wouldn't box me.
Oh.
No. That is a definitive no. But that's me rolling to teleport, not to attack.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're definitely not teleporting.
So I'm not teleporting. So thankfully that wasn't an attack roll.
That's okay, he's defending.
Now it is.
Now it is. That wasn't much of an improvement. 6.
4. You beat him by 2. He has 2 lives. You just take it.
Okay, so we So we take away both the hearts?
Yes, because you beat him by 2.
That makes sense.
This actually, the mechanism creates an opportunity to differentiate between wounds. Oh, beaten by 1. It's a cut. It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Whereas,
Still more Monty Python references.
absolutely.
We're geeks, it's what we do.
Lesson overgrown.
I haven't even seen that film and get the references.
So, if you beat them by 6, you'll actually take 6 points off it. So some of the bigger creatures you can take down. It gives you the opportunity to do that. And as in any combat, there is an element of luck. Because the fact that you swing your sword, they might parry it as a reference to their skill. That's kind of just a luck thing. They happen to put a bit of kit in the way to stop the blow. But in this game, you can get a really good hit. So, you're now down 2.
I've used 1 to attack, haven't I?
Yeah, and then you use one to
And
teleport.
I used 1 to teleport, so I'm down to 0. So
I'm really not doing well here.
what did you roll?
3.
Don't forget you've got your super running feet.
Yep.
That is very true.
I've got my speedy.
Super running feet, a very technical term.
I've got my Speedy Gonzales.
I prefer super running feet.
Wily Coyote. We haven't got balls in this particular game, they are at a later level.
I think
Precursor there.
I'll do one search here. I'll be moving in a second and searching again that.
So you can do multiple searches on multiple action
You
points.
can do up to 4 times.
So up to 4 times. So is that because
So
you rolled 4? Or?
as long as you've got, there's a maximum of 4.
Okay.
As long as you've got action
as long as
points to
you've got enough
stay.
action.
So if I've got 9 action points like I had in the first time, you know, I can do 4 searches and then start moving to
Yes.
attack or whatever.
The only thing you
Of course,
can't do-
they could be bad, so.
Yes, and you might generate an enemy in front of you. In which case that will stop your surgery.
So I'm
And
assuming there's
magic
more than just enemies in there as well. There's probably things that like take away your health or something.
There might be an occasional trap.
I found the Scroll of Defense. This scroll allows you to roll 1 extra die when defending. You must then return those cards to the bottom of the search pile.
One off
Pretty
it.
much any of the cards once they've been used. There's probably multiple use cards in there somewhere.
And if you're playing the campaign, you don't have to give your cards back at the end of the game.
Wait,
You keep
campaign?
Stuff like that. Yes, because this is just the first
So this
of
is-
6
Wow.
that comes in the box.
Whoa. I'm just gonna lay that out there. Whoa.
Oh yeah. And the
You know I
campaign.
bought this, right? You're cool with the fact that I bought this?
Yeah,
We're playing this with Anu, right?
I'm actually going to enjoy it.
And Anu like this.
So, to move into a room, can I go?
You can do the diagonal, yes.
Right, so I've got maybe 1,
Diagonals.
2, 3. 1 more movement, which will take me down to 1.
Yeah.
And then I'll do another search and find the Scroll of Immunity.
Ooh, that sounds very useful.
This scroll will reverse the effect of a triggered trap.
Ah, just so we can get traps.
It is disposable, so once it's used, it gets returned.
Or you can trade it for something else.
Yes, because it has a monetary value.
You're developing quite a lot of gold here, a lot of value there. That's 35.
Yeah.
So that's quite building.
You can either buy yourself out of trouble by selling it if you're I need help quickly, put some value out.
Because I have this, so if at any point any of you are up a creek without a paddle, I believe is the correct term,
I can give this to you for
for a high price.
a small fee.
A nominal sum. So,
That's me
that's
done.
you done.
Are you hungry?
Just
I'll try myself a sandwich or something. Okay.
What's they spawn in there? Can they spawn
That's
in?
quite
No.
nice. No, you've got a lot to work with there.
If you go into a corner and you spawn 2 or 3 enemies and you kill one of these, they do not spawn whilst you or anyone else is in that corner.
So what's the top play do
When you step out of the corner, if that is now unoccupied, the second someone steps into it, it'll spawn again. So, for example, if you battled your way through and you're up here, and one of you dies and comes back to here, as soon as they hit the corridor, they're going to spawn. As soon as they hit this room, they're going to spawn. So sometimes, if you've got a couple of characters in 2 rooms, someone dies and comes back here, you might want to keep the characters in those 2 rooms if they've been killed, to at least give the opportunity to hold the enemy numbers down. Not so much important at this starting level, but certainly
But in
as
later
going
levels.
progress.
So in short, I've got a choice.
Yeah.
Do I try and load it, or do I try and like barge my way through? I'm going to try and load it. Right, so I'm on the way. I'm going to try and tough it out on my own. Oh yeah, which we need to roll for the 1 dice, isn't it?
1 dice.
We've got 3.
Excellent. And the first one is? Next one? No, this one. First one.
Oh yeah.
The first one is a scroll. The second one
Not a scroll.
is
Yeah.
a... I said scroll.
Yeah, I know, I thought I heard
Scroll
scroll.
number 2.
Like, you have scrolls?
Goblin number 4. And Skull. So, Skull number 2 turns up on position 1.
Not a lot of that.
Has 2 life.
Yep.
Goblin number 4 turns up number 2. 1 life.
Love it when the goblins in the way.
And skeleton number 10 turns up on number 3 and has 2 lives. So,
Guess
the question
life.
now is, are you going forwards?
Do they essentially charge me when they spawn, or do I go towards them
At the
first?
moment, it's your move.
It's still my move.
So,
You caught them by surprise.
they've just you've stepped into a room, they've just gone woof, and miraculously appeared, and now you've got to decide what you do. You can go backwards
True.
and outrun because they aren't that fast, or you can go forwards and start swinging.
Let's go forwards and start swinging.
So, that'll be 1, 2, 3 points of your action score to get there, and you're now going to take a swing at the goblin. Depends what you get, because you can just set the fire and have a go. And that
Damn.
certainly do.
Wonk. Wonk.
So fall over.
Wrong piece.
What take? Oh, sorry.
No, don't take him.
No, he can't go. Right, so he's now deceased, and that goes on the bottom of the pile. Because he can come back if the queen says.
Some vegetable straws?
So the next move you've got is, again, take 1 more step forward.
You've got 4 action points. Potentially, you could step up, attack, step
Yeah.
up, attack.
No,
It sounds like a plan.
this.
But Chris would have made out better.
This is my.
There's only 3 this
3.
time.
A skeleton only defends with 1 dice. It gets 4. So you swing, he parries. 3 action
Isn't that,
points.
does he
You
not
go
get
again.
1 health now?
Yeah, going again sounds like a good idea.
You're swinging at him, he just parried. He's not attacking you.
That's what I'm looking at.
Now, that skeleton cannot defend against that because you will always beat him by at least 2. There's no point in rolling. So that is skeleton number 10 without life out of the game.
He didn't get swift covered.
It was.
So there are multiple skeletons with different numbers.
Yes.
He didn't get swift covered. Get after get swift cover.
Oh, no, not actually covered. So he's now out of that. You're down to
that
1.
works.
I will be down to 1 if I move forward.
Yep. That gives you the opportunity to now go 1 step, and you've got 1 swing to try and take out this one.
Oh!
Now, there is a good possibility.
Oh!
Now, it now moves to the auto plane. Now, what's that skeleton going to do? Well, he's going to head towards you and hit you, if you can reach. Bear in mind it's standing right next to you. To reach you. So So you now need to defend rolling 2 dice. To see if you can do that. And you do plenty. So he swung, you parried it, that's that. And now, that's you.
Wasn't me, I didn't do it except party. Where did the dice go? Only I could do that.
It happens every ball game, doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, it happens a lot with me. It's a particular talent of mine. Along with rolling ones.
Roll that again and try and trade for the table.
In my
I
blind
didn't
spot.
roll on the table, I just then rolled backwards.
Sure.
5. Okay. Where did I think of? Oh, it's right there. I'm not drunk. Just tired. Yeah. One. Take a thingy, what's it? Ooh. Hello. I have a black key. Just like do that. Woohoo, that is very handy. Yoink!
One more feet to go.
I'll just try and read the spiel. You find the black key. This key will open the black lock or can be traded. If traded, give this card to the new owner or return it to the search pile. It's worth 5 gold. Cheap.
When it's land on the one there, does that then that doesn't spawn anything? Okay, just check.
You've sprung the trap of this room.
Oh really? Oh look, a white key. Which answer that? Well, don't answer that question.
I'm not going to.
Just check because there is going to be a technical answer to that question.
I can only comment for dice because of the fact that it's statistics I've known for years.
You can always count the guns.
And a small hellfire. I'm sensing a pattern here in my collection. 1, 2, 3. Which will then max out. Yeah, that maxes me out.
You rolled 5, you've moved 2, and you searched 3 times.
Oh, just searching requires
Searching.
move, so move, search, move. Yeah, okay, I get you now. So can't move anywhere, so I'll be back there.
Then you can move.
Oh no, I can move 1. Okay, yeah, got you. Follow.
Like you were there.
Okay, yep.
So you move to 1.
Search, move, search.
Search.
Yeah, so
You've searched 3 times.
3 searches, 2 moves.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. And that's 10 action points for me.
Very handy.
Now, knowing that you've got those keys,
That's going to come in very handy.
I'm not going to worry so much about searching. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's up to 7.
So you just want to head straight for the exit, and then try and then use the keys.
Well, you've got the keys at the moment. I'm just clearing the path.
Okay. All right. That's the tactical go.
Okay. So I've just barged into this room. I've still got points to spare, but I see some heads to break. But what heads are they?
Okay. So let's see if you can do this yourself. Yeah.
So
Do we need to roll it?
yeah, that's. Well, no, we need to. Oh yeah, we do.
We do. Yeah, we need to roll at this point to see how many enemies will spawn. No!
It is indeed 4.
That is 4. Okay, so now let's put them in the middle here.
Okay, so there, so we've got Goblin number 6. We've got. Yeah, so how are we going there? We've got Skeletal Bowman number 4. We have Skeleton Bowman number 1 and number
4, 3, 2.
2.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, not 4, 3, 2, 1.
Skeletal bowman number 2, position 4.
Slightly, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4 arms.
They're not.
Is that there?
Alright. On me
That's
too?
Oh, that's over there.
Hi.
Thank you.
There you are. You're welcome.
It is beautiful, but it is a work of art. It smells really nice. I don't get out much, so when I do get out, I do like to treat myself. I'm like a dog. If I train myself, I give myself treats when I go outside the house. It's like good doggy, good doggy.
Man's best friend.
You look at me and my man's best friend.
I just realised I could have been using the boots of haste.
You could have.
There, Poppet. There.
Which means I could just be doing.
You could have gone straight through. You didn't need to
Move up.
beat anyone up.
So it's not
Just gone
a
straight through. But
It,
too late.
It's just something you've got once you've
That is just permanent, is it? No, it says you must. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, you don't have to put that at the bottom. You can just use that constantly.
yeah, I'm inclined to say probably where I've done all this moving now, it's a bit too late. I'm used to that.
It's his turn now, isn't it?
No,
So,
I still have an action point.
Wait, yes, you can use that.
You've got to defend.
Well, I've moved up to where I need to be. I'm just about to attack.
Alright.
That's what I'm going to do my last action. I did say.
Alright. Take the man charge.
Nice.
And that's 8 on.
Number 5 is alive.
The skeletal bowman number 1 is reduced to dust.
He is out of the game.
What do these things do?
I think they're live games.
They're,
Death marker.
yes, they're the ones that you gradually lose. So
That's
they can-
slightly scary.
And,
So if we get down to 0 health, we get one of these.
You get down to 0 health and you're gone. And whoever kills you, whether it be a particular skeleton or a colleague, gets
A colleague can kill me.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Thank you for your services.
Yes. Now give me those 2 keys you carry. Which is exactly what happened last time. Someone had the 2 keys.
I am keeping my eye on you two.
They got banished back to the start and 2 keys got back in the pile. So,
This game
you're out of
just
action
keeps getting
points.
more interesting.
You're out of action
I'm
points.
out of action points
So,
because of my short-sightedness.
okay,
There, Poppet.
The
There.
enemy's not attacked you.
not yet.
Not yet. So you move first, and then
You've got
they.
business to attend to.
Do I still roll for my action points?
Let's roll for action points, yeah. No action points. Out, mate, not bad.
Have a ding dong.
Refuel.
Obviously the first one will then be 12.
It's not even going to bother trying to swing back.
Probably the only one I'm going to roll during here.
I need those. Give me. I need the double 6. Dare you, sir?
Quite easily.
It says right here, I need the double 6s.
We all do. Move on.
So you now have
7 left.
7.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can take a swing at air, or surging, or
I
combination.
say, can I do the 4 searches all on the same way?
Absolutely.
So I think
Oh,
I'll do that.
it's one move,
One
takes
search,
point, and then
if
search takes
you-
point. I made that mistake last
Do it
time.
first and then move it. Probably.
There is an argument for moving first,
Yeah.
because there are some search cards that stop you from traps.
Right.
Ooh.
So do 1 search and go from there. Medium health file.
And
Hey! Stole my set! I have a large and a small.
I still wasn't expecting it to be a medium.
Research. Gold piece.
Okay.
it's in the money.
Okay, so you can get actual money, as opposed to just trading.
Which can be used as part of your bartering process.
I'll move the last 3 pieces.
1, 2, 3. You're on the red, but it's already populated. So it now comes to the auto position for enemy. So they will operate in order. So the goblin goes
So,
first.
does anyone want to have a go at trying to beat the AI at this point? Take over from Steve. See if it's doable.
So if you were playing it now,
If you were playing it on your own, or as a, you know, if it was just the three of us and we didn't have Steve with us, does anyone have a go?
well, how about
I'm
the
looking
three?
at you.
What would now happen?
Okay,
You're playing on your own. What do you think could happen?
so that's in order, isn't it?
That's in order.
So, just put the numbers there.
Now you need the number of the character, not the number they're standing.
Right,
So
okay.
first thing you're looking for is the goblin.
Okay.
Fortunately, there's only one. And there he is. Now where's he going?
You just go straight for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I assume that it's moving.
So that would be like two. I assume the quickest would be diagonal and across.
straight at me.
So
Well,
that's
he
two.
would go diagonal.
Yeah.
He's in an adjacent.
Yes.
He's-
Yeah. So
he's
you don't
got-
even need to move there. You can go across. Yeah. That's
So he's now going to swing. He's going to swing at you. So how
so
many?
roll for the bad guy.
So it's one dice.
And in the you're going to be defending.
Yeah.
Six.
All 6.
Easy.
So that was a problem. That's fine. Now, so what's the second creature that's going to go?
Well, they're both going. Well, imagine both the bowmen are going to shoot me because I'm the only viable target.
Exactly. So
Someone else going to. They get 2 dice each.
no, I
If you
think
look
on the
at
bow.
If you look at okay, goblin one,
Where's the
skeleton
bowman?
two. That's two.
I've got 2. Right. So 2 dice then.
Yeah, I was reading that.
That's
Right.
it. Yeah. 2 dice. 6.
Well, that was the defense because I think it makes sense for me to roll
Right,
defense.
so you've done your defense. Right, to do the attack.
Yep, this is the first one. This is the skeleton.
Whatever happens, you are one of my friends.
8.
That's me losing 2 health.
2 health points. Back.
Ouch.
And then we need to roll them again for the bowman number 2.
It's only 4, so
Easy.
So you defend the second.
You expect that to hurt?
At this point, this game feels too easy for me, but I feel like at some point it's going to smack us in the face and go, ah!
But the fact that there are
It's a
6
throw
spawn
down.
points.
That is very true.
And we are playing the easy shot.
Yes.
So the object of this level is to introduce people to the mechanic. It's a
That makes
relatively
sense.
short game, and if you were
You
playing,
don't want it to be too difficult at this point.
you don't want everyone to have died already by the time.
Of course, yes.
So you want them to get to the end, so they go through the narrative into the next one.
And we're not encountering the Gorgon at this point, are we?
I haven't put anything in here thus far that's got teeth.
Because that's like the big bad.
Oh yeah, the next one, the next one.
Oh,
You start
we have
with-
been warned.
Yeah, there's some big bad.
Oh, we have been warned. Just checking in on you here. How are you finding it so far?
What?
How are you finding it so far?
I'm quite enjoying it so far. It's something I can play with my daughter quite easily as well. She
Oh,
enjoyed
how
it
old
and
is
she
she?
picked it up. She's 7.
There you go. That's a good sign.
I think so.
What's the age guidance on that?
I like
It
that.
does say 8 to 100.
So that's, yeah, that works. That works, that's about right.
Cool.
Okay, my turn, isn't it? Or, because you've just been, haven't you?
Yeah, the shorter.
Okay. Eight.
8 action points.
Hey, Bittersweet Symphony. I'm on that one, aren't I? Yes. Okay. I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and teleport. That would save me to it. I can only do once.
Yeah.
6!
Not
Getting
quite there.
1-6. Just the one.
You're getting a bit of performance anxiety there.
What's it supposed to mean?
Never mind.
Is that cheeky? Doesn't mean it goes straight in my head. Okay.
No, it's just stage fright.
I get that. No, that's you.
That's
I was
me.
thinking that was a bad guy, No, green. Noted. Green for good guy, black for bad guy. I say I'm using the term good guy very loosely because I do not trust you. I live with you and therefore do not trust you.
Especially whilst you've got 2 kids.
Exactly. Like I am a very valuable person right now.
So why you charged up to go and deal with them so they're not in your way?
Yes, for now.
That was empty already.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it. I can't go all the way to the next room, so I think I'm doing a searching. Right this time. I have trigger a trap.
Roll the dice.
That's our first bad one. So it says, yes, thank you, darling. Roll 1d6 to determine your fate. 1, 2 or 3, unharmed. 4, 5 or 6, lose a health point, then return this card to the bottom of the search pile. Oh, and a scroll of immunity may be used, so you could have used your scroll of immunity. But this is the first bad one we've done with this, isn't it? I think so.
Yeah.
So just one. No 6s this time, got it. Fucking 6! Are you kidding me? Come on!
Spider's got you.
Come on!
Take the pain. Take the pain.
What are the chances of that? That's ridiculous.
Especially when you're told.
You're the troll.
You'll find out it's a male dice.
So I put it up to 12 now, right?
What are you, some sort of masochist? The getting bitten gives you pleasure.
What? No, I put it up to 12 because I had 11 health. So I'm saying clearly he's,
Yeah, getting bitten, you like it, you get stronger for it.
Oh, like in Dungeon Keeper 2.
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't played that.
Training.
So, okay, so that's -2. So we put, have we taken away 2 of those? We have.
Yeah.
No, I rolled 8 first. No, roll.
You roll that.
So I need to take away 2.
2 of those.
I must say I am struggling to rotate these, but I will get used to it.
It might also be with use they'll become easier to
Well, that's what I was just saying. I'm getting used to it.
Well, they just need running in.
And it's a
essentially.
prototype, so there may be some changes.
You find Erimor's bow. This powerful bow gives you an optional ranged weapon to attach within your line of sight. It has unlimited ammunition. Woohoo!
Typical, the elf gets the bow.
And also it is worth 30 GP.
So you can yump into a room and start taking ranged shots.
I'm happy with this. So I got a really bad first try and then a really nice second one. So this is cool as well because we haven't had a look through these piles to see what the bad guys are and what options we have in here in terms of what we can get. So there's a little bit of excitement there because we don't know what to expect.
Yes.
I like
Quite a
that.
big pack, and that's not all the pack, just one on the far side.
Of course there is. You've got half a pile of it. Okay, so and I've used. We knocked that one down.
Not
So
yet.
that's another 2.
So one more.
2, 4. The action points. I have a habit of forgetting to do that, so I kind of needed to remind me.
So you can take 3 steps forward and take a pot shot at the goblin. As you step into the room, to your right and to your left rather there's a goblin.
I think I'm quite happy with everything that I've picked up to the moment. Well, let's do that. 3. So he's in my direct line of sight.
Special delivery.
And he's in combat.
Direct line of sight.
Fortunately, you're protected by a wall, so you can't.
And that's a 7. So, yeah.
And goblins defending 1.
So that's literally impossible.
So I can't beat them.
That's literally impossible.
Buys.
Sorry, nothing personal.
Congratulations, you just skewered a goblin against the wall.
He looked at me funny that one time. All you once. Exactly. Once was enough.
Are you saying you're a loose cannon?
No, I'm a loose elf.
You've got to say, it's a hell of a way to make an entrance.
It kind of is, isn't it?
I am here.
Fuck. That's you done, is it?
I think that's okay. So that would I
Three
moved
to move,
forward
one
3,
shot.
so and then 1 shot. So yes, that's me down to 0. It is your turn, Douglas.
Are you finished skewering goblins?
Yes, I am. I feel kind of good.
Shish kebab.
That's just.
I must say that was rather exciting.
Well, you've
That was
got
rather fun.
3 hits, and you've still got 3 moves.
And I've got the boots, yeah. So I'm going to start off by wailing on this skeleton.
Right. So that is skeleton number
2.
The defensive one cannot defend against that, so he is gone.
Tickled me!
You can move 2 of your super freebies,
Yeah, with my boots of Hermes.
and you've still got 2 attacks
Yep.
remaining.
So I can really have fun with this skeleton. No!
5, the skeleton's only got 1 life.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said no.
So
The
he's
defense wasn't good enough.
not playing anymore. There he is.
And I'm going to spend my last action to loot the room
Yes.
and find the scroll of protection. Another scroll.
Useful.
Allows 1 extra die ease when defending, so it's the same as the it's the same as the scroll of defense, just a different name.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
So that's a rather effective way of clearing the room and finding some treasure.
Yeah. So now it's on to you, Alex.
Nice clear room.
For the moment.
And pretty swift feet
Yeah.
for someone so short.
Yomp into the next room.
Who are
see
you
what
calling
magic-
short?
He's a dwarf.
It's a dwarf.
Exactly. Who are you calling short? He's very tall for a dwarf.
I'm going to move towards the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to search before I need it. Scroll of power.
That's useful just before you step into the room with 6 spawn points.
Ooh, 1 extra dice when attacking. Like it. Right, so then obviously I'll move 1 and then it.
So you're down to 2.
Now rolling the dice. What goodness are we going to get in this room?
That's a bit anticlimactic, but.
What happened with this?
You rolled a 1. So
how many
you
creatures
stepped
in this
into a 6 spawn room, and I'm guessing the first thing that's going to come off the top of the pile is a goblin.
That is quite anticlimactic, isn't it?
Have a look at it. First thing is,
Are you ready?
I'm going goblin.
Skeleton.
Skeleton number
1 solitary skeleton.
solitary skeleton turns up in the great hall.
So nothing can spawn in there now, it's just that one spawn.
Unless
Unless you kill it fast.
get out of the room, there's no one in the room, and then the next person comes in and
Okay.
trigger the room.
So if say I asked to walk into this corridor again, it would
Spawn up to 3.
that makes sense.
So if someone got killed now and they appear, the soul was destroyed and to come back, they'd start here, and as soon as they start to go forward, they hit rooms for spawn points, and they now can't get to them. So, there now, sir.
I'm literally actually step back to.
You're going to go back to,
If I go on to.
go to there, yes, there is a thing about not preoccupying the square that previously stood in that row. So if you come down a
You
corridor,
can't just run in circles.
you can if there's enough space. But so for example, if you're coming down this corridor and you suddenly decide you to go back, you've got to wait till the next turn to start heading back. You can't run halfway down, slap something and then run back. That's current rule, I'm not sure whether that's going to continue, but that's where the rule is going. So you step back in, are you out of this?
Yep, that moves.
Cool. So we're now into the enemy phase. Where's the enemy going to go? Because you were standing in that door a minute ago and he's
Okay,
definitely
well
seen you.
So presumably that's where it darts to.
Yes, it's going
that's
to
going to be hitting that.
Sure. It's got a movement of 3. So basically, 1, 2,
And then one forward. Simple. Good heavens, those are active.
So,
Where are my dice?
there's 2 down.
No, but where are my dice? Those are my dice.
They might be those.
We've been sharing dice.
No, I lost my dice. Okay, I'll just use the random dice that might not show mine.
Those two.
Don't show favoritism to dice. That is a brawl.
It is.
Yeah, so
They know.
You'll upset the other ones.
The dice know.
But I thought if I showed favoritism towards one pair of dice and I stuck with that pair of dice, maybe that they would enjoy being favoritized and then they would give me nice rolls.
And the other dice would get jealous.
But I'm not using the other dice, so the other dice can't do anything to hurt me.
Well, would they not, the other dice, take the rejection and then roll well against you?
I hadn't thought of that. What if I roll with this dice for the bad guys as well?
Dice for the dice gods.
There's no rule that says I can't do that.
No, there isn't.
I can roll both the goodies and the baddies with my dice that I don't know if they're mine anymore.
Sure. Well, we'll have to roll and find out.
Damn it, why are the dice so sentient?
See if the roll
I know the answer to that. It's because I'm playing this game. Everything is sentient.
So how many have you got? 6. Can you get a 6?
I didn't roll anything, so
Right?
okay.
The ways of the dice gods are unknowable to us mere mortals.
Well, 11, that's not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad. I think they might actually be,
Huzzah!
I think they might be yours.
I'm gonna go with I'm keeping
They
it.
are now.
I like you.
So you've got 11.
That is an impressive amount. Okay, so I'm going to do the first thing that I did in the last round. I'll do it again. See if I can roll 2 6.
Bearing in mind that 11 would put you, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That can only move 3.
Yes. But I was hoping to skip into the next room if I can roll 2 6s,
Okay.
teleport into the next room, and then start moving.
Yes.
That's what I've been trying to do every time. Is if I do manage to roll 2 6s, I can jump into the next room,
And then teleport and run.
and then I can start moving. So
Get out of that room and be able to.
it's very unlikely, but not even close.
Nearly.
It's 8.
So you can have down 1.
So would you be a darling and do the action points for me?
You can do a diagonal, so 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
that's what I was just doing. So of course if we go that way, that makes more
Yeah.
points. I don't need 4 to attack him because of the fact that I have the bow and arrow. So it would take 5 moves to attack him, I think. Which would clear the room.
That would put you in the door.
I'm going to step back and let them respawn again.
And then a bow shot.
That's what I was thinking. That would be 5 moves to do the bow shot. Or do I have to open the door? Is that
No, it's in your this gap.
So he is in my line of sight.
He's in your line of sight. Second, you're either there or there.
Okay.
Or there. He's in your line of
2,
sight.
3. Yeah.
So if you stopped there and shot him,
I think there would be better because he's further away from me. So if by some miracle he survives my attack, he's further away.
if you are there and you shoot him and he goes down, the room is empty. The next time you step into that room, you'll potentially spawn up to 6 enemies.
That is a good point. So it's probably best to step inside the room first,
Before you
then attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point. So we'll do that.
I think I'm a bit sadistic. I want more enemies to attack.
You've got 2 more.
You don't have to say this matter, young man.
Really?
Put those ideas back in your head.
But what you can do is wait until everyone's run through into there.
And then try it again.
And
I do
then step
actually-
back into this room.
I usually play on the hardest
And then run away
difficulty,
from
so I
it.
would normally do that
Yeah.
sort of thing, but I'm being a bit of a wuss today. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello!
5, 2 dice to slap him. Zone defending. 1.
Really? 5.
Unfortunately, crunch. You didn't get enough. He buys the farm. He is
Sorry, buddy.
out of the game.
You've still got 4 action points to spend.
And you have both the keys. And they're in the next room. There are 2 rooms that you've got to get into. Each
There's
one
not
is
any relevance to the pretty things on there, are they?
They're just decoration.
They're just decor.
Yeah.
Oh, so later on they have
There
relevance.
may be.
Huh?
There may be. So the fire may have a value, but at the moment it's there.
I'm intrigued. Are you intrigued? I'm intrigued. Okay, so I'm going to do some picky yellow stuff now.
Okay. You do it up to 4 times.
That's 2 moves, isn't it?
That's just 1 there.
But if I'm taking from the pile, that's
Yeah, if you're searching, that would be 2
what I'm
actions.
doing. I'm trying to. I'm saying everything that I'm doing aloud because it generally takes me longer to learn rules because of the way my mind works.
Cool.
So it's better for me to say stuff out loud. It's another small vial.
You've got 2 action points left.
Okay, and I will. Interesting. Bilton's Brew. I saw that on the side of the box.
Alcohol.
Drink this cold, refreshing beverage to restore 2 health points, then return it to the bottom of the cup. So, more health. Hold on.
You
So
got
that
the
doesn't
dwarf's
affect me.
attention.
It doesn't affect me in a negative way at all. I don't feel a bit wheezy and.
No. There's
Just purely for health
All the
revival.
benefits, none of the drawbacks.
Yes.
I like that.
It's dwarven ale. No hangovers.
If you haven't lost health, can you do a restore?
Yeah, so,
Up to your
so
maximum.
as long as you've got a maximum of 12. So once you get to 12, you can load them in. But there isn't really much point in doing that because if your health drops to 0, but in your backpack you've got 15 pints of Gorgon's finest and another health potion. Basically, as you're beginning to, the sword is still stuck in. Why not? And then you're back into it. So the game will take the health that you've actually got. It considers your overall health back as whatever your health number is on your wheel and whatever health you've got. So if you've lost your 12 on the wheel, so if you lose your 10 health, but you've got another 5 sitting in stuff, you should in effect 5.
That's 8 action points for me. Yeah, I think I'll go back into this room just to have a bit of fun. You've got the keys, so you're all good. So if I do 1, 2,
Fine, just leave it to me.
4.
Now we've got to roll dice to see what spawns in the room. 3 critters, so the first one is
Skeleton number 8.
You asked for it. Ask and ye shall receive.
skeleton 8. Yep.
Skeleton 4. And Goblin 2. And that leaves me on 4 action points.
So you can take a run at them.
Oh, I'm going to. And I'm going to use Boots of Haste to fly in and whack this guy.
We are saying as family friendly as possible, but if anybody swears I have a beat,
No,
That's him down.
so
Crunch.
he is
I come fully loaded with blood sound effects, just in case.
And then move up 1 and attack the Goblin.
Something rather menacing about me doing this.
can't beat it.
Playing the role-playing game when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
We're feasting on goblins tonight.
Goblin fricassee for evening.
And because I can't do much if I move up, I've only got one action point left. I'm going to search.
You can't.
There's an enemy.
There's an enemy in the room. Yes, there is. Which means
You
that,
never have
You're going to have to
those.
move up because you need to use all your action points.
and I can't move
You
back.
can't go backwards.
Magnifique.
High.
Yes.
And then
So it's
your turn.
All dynamic.
What you could do, just for giggles, is to take probably
There
take a
are
step into the Great Hall, then take a step back and potentially generate 4 enemies between you.
I was thinking of doing something similar, but I was thinking of being the enemy myself, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay.
I'm tempted to attack one of my fellow players. I want a challenge.
Never trust an elf.
With a question like that, do you think it's not going to be you?
I'm guessing it is you've got the key.
He's a dwarf or an elf.
Ooh, must be.
Oh,
You go for me, mate.
proper numbers.
I've got more HP than you, tons of health potions, a bow and arrow, and a corset.
Yeah, it could be the hard one, but nothing ventured, nothing gained.
So we're going this way?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4 health points. Action points.
Yep.
And you've got 4 attacks.
Four attacks.
2 dice against 2 dice.
And you have scroll power. You can use
Shoulder power, so it gives you 3. Is that for the entirety of the go?
Scroll of power. This allows you to
What do you
roll
say?
dice. The material's turn is cast at the bottom of
So you've got 3 dice for 1 attack.
it. Yep. Pick the first one and see what I can do. Oh, well.
8. You need to be 8.
Is he actually attacking you?
Yes, he actually is.
Yes, he is. He's munchkinning you.
2 dice.
Okay, alright.
Hey, it comes into the game. We've got a
on.
Okay, so if you get snake eyes,
Is on to the break of dawn.
snake eyes is really interesting.
Why would you say that? Don't say that. Snake Eyes is
Because I'm
one.
spectator.
It always
right?
is.
And it would be
Snake
interesting
Eyes
as
is
a
2 once, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Float, please.
You really trust me? It turned out badly last time.
Right, somebody else blow. You blow.
I'm not going to He's killing you.
I'm wondering if it will backfire.
We shall see.
I'm hoping the irony is that he's the one giving it bad luck and that it will do the opposite.
7.
7.
So you're still taking 1 point of
Take
damage.
1 point of health away.
I'm going up to 11, right?
This one goes to 11.
So you've now got 2 dice attacks, and your scroll has gone back into the box.
Yep.
Okay, so how does that... Oh, so you had carded to
had
get
a
an
card.
extra dice. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Is it dice or die? I always get those confused.
Die is singular, dice
And
square
dice is
plural.
plural. Okie dokie.
Set up. 2 dice. What have you got?
What did you roll?
7.
7. It's in the zone.
If I imagine it, it will happen. I'm imagining a 20.
No.
What a few dice.
But it was
It's a
enough.
9.
So
So
nothing.
you've got 2 more rolls. 2 more attacks left.
You do realise you have to play war on me, right?
Yes. Yes, I
9.
do.
Just so you know.
No pressure. You need 9.
Under pressure. Sorry, I didn't say good push. I said must push it.
8. Take another one. 1 more.
So that's down to 5. No, 9? No. I can't tell which way up. Okay, hold on. There's one way to tell if I'm rotating.
There'll be a 5.
That's gone down to a 7, and that's gone up to a 10. Right, okay, so yes, we're down to 8 now.
The moving bits are on the top. And also
Six
So,
this
oh,
time.
so that's...
Also Gorgon's Loch.
Okay, yep, that'll work. That's how I'm going to remember it.
6.
Okay, so I've got to be 6.
Should be easy enough.
No.
Plenty. So what are you going to do in the last moves?
He's going to brace for impact while I kick his
You
ass.
could take 2 steps back,
Yeah, and then respawn the enemies.
respawn the enemies in the room.
See if we can get a better roll than a 1 this time.
You know that taking 2 steps back isn't going to save you from me, right?
No, but it spawns more enemies to distract. Oh, it's a good roll for generating enemies, but for drama it's not.
Congratulations, you've got yourself a goblin.
Okay, how are we going to get? So that's for them.
That's fine, there's an order. So that one's already pre-existing. So he's now number 1. So the goblin turns up as number 2.
So I want to be able to keep track of.
Goblin is goblin. Have you got any more moves?
Does use
No, that's it.
cards
Sure.
require action points?
What is it?
I mean, it doesn't mention using action points.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it would say that it uses action points.
yeah.
What's the card do?
Well, I thought I'd have some booze.
Yeah, it will take you 1 action point to drink your booze.
Okay. Because they don't say that they use points.
It
That's-
does. It says that this does not cost an action point to use.
So if it says that it doesn't take an action point, then it doesn't. But
If it doesn't,
the lack of saying that means that it takes.
if it doesn't say otherwise, then assume it
Assume.
uses.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You've
8.
got 8.
I am happy with 8. You kind of got to squeeze it really hard, I think. But like you say, I think because the more you use it, probably the looser it will get, I should think. What's that?
Easy?
He's right. Yeah, that.
I can see.
That is so it is something that the more you use it, sort of the.
You're wearing it
I should
out.
think probably these screws here or whatever you could probably loosen.
I think there's. I think
Loosen them a little bit.
we have noticed that there is a quality issue that needs to be
Okay.
addressed on that because it's about
So far, that's my only problem with the game is that I've been
a
having
little bit of
problems.
longevity, maybe a different approach to it. That was the solution that was offered within the package that they came up with. There may be a alternative plan in the ether that's yet to form up. So at the moment that's what we've got.
It's just the tiniest issue though. And neither of you have had problems with it, have you? It's literally just been me that's had a problem with it. So, you know.
What are you going to do with your 8 action points?
Well, I'm going to kick his ass.
So you going about that one?
He declared war on me. I don't have to go anywhere.
Oh! Bows and arrows, of
I do
course.
not have to go anywhere.
In fact, can I just point out
Beat his beeping beat.
You can accelerate to the far side.
Goblin hasn't done any. No, the NPCs haven't actually done anything
That's very
yet.
true.
that
You
is
move the
true.
NPCs
That is
first.
true.
That is very
Moving
important.
it-
And since you were kind enough to remind us, you moved the NPC.
Yes.
That skeleton's.
Although he's already beaten himself up.
So he needs 2.
So, can someone else roll for the skeleton's attack and I'll do the defense?
What happened? I missed it. What happened?
I got defense 5. He got attack 9.
Right.
Whoa.
So you just lost.
Holy
4.
macaroo! Holy cow! Holy kabobby!
And now we have
Holy
this
backhand,
little
backhand!
fella. Now he's only
Coming
got,
towards me because he's close, because I'm close. Isn't
but he has only got 2 moves. So he's taken his 2 steps. He's now done.
See, this is the point where I wish I had penetrating arrows. You know, what with them being right next to each other, like that was just
Get 2 at
Zero
once.
things better with penetration, yes.
2 in 1, but I'm guessing that's not a dynamic.
No.
That's not even a dynamic in computer games.
I was watching a thing on Battle War 2 this morning on YouTube, and
So nearly.
Sean Bean was actually there.
Definitely so nearly.
I thought so. So,
He can't attack, he's only got 2
I've
action
only got
points.
2 action points.
no, so your bash.
Yeah. But keep telling me about this thing. Okay, I've got 7.
Oh, easily very tough.
Okay, so nothing there.
1 action point there.
There's nails there.
Did you keep an eye on that? Did you go?
7. Okay. 8.
8.
You're working in the right direction, isn't it? Unfortunately,
Great!
Like I said, it's hard nails to walk.
two more goes.
Where's my thing that says that I kill him instantly?
I don't know.
I want one of those. I want one of those.
Well, you can search for it.
There is one of those?
Oh yeah, there's kill things in there.
You do it yourself once. Can't rely on me all the time.
I've done it plenty of times and I suck at it.
And you think I'm much better?
Oh,
See?
9.
Stop it!
You got one more attack.
I'll give you coffee if you roll a bloody awful number.
No coffee left in there.
Just a little bit. I bought you a Coke. Remember that when you roll a
offended the dice.
low number.
You offended the dice.
He has done nothing
Snake eyes. So that's 4 attacks, not a single connection.
I told you, this happens to me. This happens to me in role-playing games. You are not a friend.
No one will.
So, you have how many?
Never trust an elf, never trust a dwarf.
4. Well, you can't attack him anymore, all you can do is move. Or search.
Cops and weasels.
Easy there, Stormtrooper.
What?
You get this.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh yeah, I did.
He said it. He said it. It's
I have nothing
recorded,
to...
it's recorded on multiple locations.
Throwing a handkerchief at you. I don't think. I think it's just because I like you with that. What happened? How did I do that? How did that happen? I was literally just... I didn't even drop it. I don't know how that's possible. I was literally just holding them in my hands like this and it just...
It'll show.
I don't even know how I did that. So how many? I have 4 paces.
4 moves.
So 4 moves. So I can't. Why can't I attack him anymore?
Because pulling a bow and wielding a sword requires energy and strength.
It says it has unlimited ammunition.
You fatigue.
I
That's
fatigue.
pull the bow.
Okay, so how does the fatigue work?
Have you ever pulled a bow?
Yes, actually, many times.
Exactly, so you know how fatigue.
Yes, that's very true.
It specifically says in the rules that you can only make 4 attack actions.
Got you. So, what's it mean by unlimited ammunition?
It means that as you're going through the dungeon, you just keep firing.
Okay, yep.
It means you don't need to worry about you only have 5 shots.
Like where we can only pick up 4 of these in one go, we can only make 4 attacks in one round.
Yes.
Got you. Is there anything else that's limited to 4?
No.
No?
It's just the attacks and searches.
Okay. So I was wondering if it was a case of like where you have where you move forward and then do a dig that takes 2 actions. You know, I was trying to keep track of things.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what are these doing?
They're later missions.
That's for later as well. Okay.
That's where you put
Okay,
jewels
so
and stuff.
4 actions. I'm going to go to the fire pit of doom. It doesn't actually do anything. Yes. I'll do it and I'll do something. His name is Dicky. An ethereal voice calls out your name from the shadows. Your vision blurs. Confused and disorientated, your turn smacking ends. I'm just going to sit here and quietly sob. You son of a hat troll!
How on earth did that happen?
You son of a hat troll!
That's not going to happen to me again in this game.
So 12.
Freaking character!
I've got a double 6 ability as well.
Do you?
We all do. Well, yours is teleport, mine is anyone in the adjacent square I can instantly kill.
So I need the instant kill and I need your 2 6s so I can kill them.
Yes.
But you also need to be right there.
No,
You're not next to him.
No, this is
that has to be close
it has to be any adjacent square.
So here, it's either side.
So the long
If you're
distance
standing
doesn't
here,
work.
if you were here, that's in any of those 8.
I do an executioner's swing.
So we all have special move that requires 2 6s.
He gets better searching.
Better searching.
Top 5 cards.
Top 5 cards and
So you can look at all the cards and then pick.
So yeah, that is always
That's
good.
pretty cool.
If you've got cards,
That's pretty darn cool. Also a cool name. Magnus.
going to attack the skeleton.
You're here. He's there. I'm there. Okay.
Yeah, he's
So
going
we've
to
got two
defend
bags
his
and
one.
more at the moment.
And he's going very well with that. But you could potentially get a 6 and still be in the game.
No.
You're not.
I know that you boys want it to be exciting and everything, but I'm just going to say, can we move forward at some point so that we can move on to the more difficult levels?
Says the person with the keys.
You just spent 4 shots missing me with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, you took it personally. You're going to be in there posting it by now.
It was a matter of honor, sir.
Okay, so it's now the enemy go.
Not yet.
Oh no, you still got yours.
I've still got 11 action points.
Ah,
I'm going to search twice in here. I'll be searching twice in there in a second as well.
assuming that you can.
So this is the first one.
First one.
Yep.
And what does it do?
It's the same thing that Illy just got.
A mysterious
All the
cloud
brakes are on.
of smoke engulfs you. Is this what you're saying? Is sometimes it's a better idea to move first because you might get one of these cards.
That's just
Because that's taken away your 11 actions.
Happy now?
Yes, quite. Actually, I'd be happy if it happened again.
Well, thank you very much.
well, you have a small
You
matter
have made a powerful enemy, sir. A powerful enemy that rolls snake's eyes.
currently standing eye to eye
Actually,
Or you can negate it. He can totes negate it.
scroll of immunity.
He can totes negate it.
will reverse the effect of a triggered trap. You must then
But
return
you're still
That's not true.
That's not a trap though.
That's not a trap.
It's not a trap. It's a you've walked into a mist.
Traps are a specific thing.
Traps
Like
literally are
spiders.
exactly. I had something that was specifically labelled trap. It's not
Does it
trap.
say on the top whether
Well, in the description, it is talking about a trap. That's a negative card. That's not a trap.
So yeah, these say games armor, scroll, health files, so they treasure, so they do say kind of what they are at the top.
No, it said spider bites when you
has-
attack. Then when you got
Okay,
hit.
so we can check a few at the bottom because the last few, one of them would be trap, magic scroll,
says
zero oysters
spy
at
bite.
theory, so there we are. So yes, it says spy bites, it doesn't say trap.
You trigger a trap.
It does say you
So it
trigger.
does say
That is a trap.
So it doesn't say trap at the top, but it is quite obvious. It is quite obvious.
So, fine. Oh, it's just enough to run up to her.
Well, they can combat.
Yeah, but that can only move 2 at a go. What's the time?
So you can move
So
away
you
from
can
it.
actually move away from it. No, stay.
Where's your phone?
I'm not sure if these actually can go swinging at me.
What you could
Yeah.
is run with this particular end, it wouldn't necessarily benefit. And possibly need, if you've got a higher score, you could run on the other side. And you're assuming it's on the closest thing. And it's now the enemy go, so the enemy go from straight for her. But in this particular case, you haven't got enough to do that run, and the enemy hasn't got enough to get to her.
Are they 2 individual rooms again?
The second you step off of that, oh sorry, these, yeah, 2 separate rooms.
Oh, awesome. So I can always potentially go back once she unlocks one and then try and spawn enemies back in there.
Yes, and then you just sit in that other room, she's got to spawn enemies to get back into the room that it is.
That sounds like the plan. I'm going to try and beat up this goblin then.
Okay?
Let's try.
Well, the goblin doesn't need to get lots.
So that's plenty.
So you can have another go. That's 1 action point from, and that is plenty. So
There's the one.
goblin gets it. Now,
So he's going to move backwards into this room.
into this room.
Yep.
1.
3 at least. So move 2 and then deal with some surgeons.
So, I'll put you there 2.
Yep.
Because it's this. So he doesn't line of sight for the bow and arrow. Okay.
Oh, another handful.
Cool.
Vile of you.
Right, there's no enemy in the face.
So it's up to you, really.
Okay, I'll see you later.
So, you've got the keys. In front of you, there are 2 empty rooms that contain the locks.
It's still not over, but I am going over it. Just know that I'll get back to you, okay?
Oh, I think he's still waiting.
Okay, so,
Very Simpsons, and now we're laid awaiting.
sweet.
Right, well that's plenty to do quite a lot.
Definitely making an
4. So 4 puts you on the room.
So do
No,
we just jump
you've
straight?
got-
Oh,
no,
yeah,
going
we're here.
for the
Okay,
lock.
so
1, 2, 3, 4. Spawn. You will spawn 1 enemy.
okay.
And then,
So it's literally just one in this room.
yeah, 1 enemy.
Okay. Oh, so is that 2?
There's 2 rooms, yeah.
Ah, right. And so then I would have to then go back
Back
around
out,
there to do
yes.
the other one.
Which
Okie
means you'll be stepping back into this room.
which would activate more
will activate
enemies.
more enemies.
Okie dokie. Right. So 1, 2. So we'll do that.
4. Pull a card because you're going to spawn. There's no point rolling your dice because you're
This card.
Skeleton 5.
5.
Okay. Does the number make a difference?
How do you keep track?
So, you spawned an enemy. You've used 4. You've had how many? 11.
Okay, so that's my action point. So I'll change that down to 7. Yeah, he's moved that
Right, so
already.
that's already done. So
Okay,
you're
and
now
we've activated the bad guy, haven't we?
So you
And so I can attack him from there.
can, but you don't know.
So I think I'll do that.
Make a bit
And that's 1 action point.
Yeah.
Rolling. We'll hide.
And now,
Have the back back.
well, he can't defend against that.
That's very true.
So he
We'll knock that down there.
throws out Dane.
Okay.
And
And I can do 20 to roll.
So you-
3 to get there?
2 to get there.
2 to get there, and then
1 to hand it over. Put the key in the lock. So have the key.
That's
So
white
one
key.
key. So put the white key under there.
okay, so that's been activated now, and I'm
So
assuming that
that's
takes
another
another
3.
action.
So where are you on points? So you're 6,
Assuming that takes
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're good.
And you can potentially get back to there.
Okay.
And that's now you've done. But because you get back to there, you'll spawn a room full. So if you roll the dice,
Well, it's got to be done.
it has got to be done.
It has got to be done. There's no ways around
Let's
it.
see what turns. So roll the dice and see how many we get.
Better than a 1. Better than a 1.
1,
6
1,
easy.
1.
No, just roll the dice and we'll take the 6. So,
I've completely forced habit.
it's got the 6.
Okay, so I have opened the white chest
And 11.
and then gone back here, and now I got to roll 1 dice, so I rolled 2, and 1 was a 6, and 1 was a 2, and because they hate me, they decided to spawn the maximum of that.
You got this.
Must not see.
Skeleton 11. So, it's about to get busy because not only have you got that little collective to deal with, I suspect there might be a little short furry addition rocking up soon.
Why would you say that?
Just fairly sure what there is.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Well,
Beware the beard.
He means the claw.
Oh, that thing.
That furry thing. Unless there's something in the creature deck that we are as yet.
no, I haven't
You haven't got any wolf throwing from words.
So far ahead, you needed a challenge. I thought.
Question. What is the advantage of opening the chests?
You can't get to the next level without completing this level.
So, okay.
So when you,
We all get to the next level no matter who opens the chest.
this is true.
So there is no point in him ganging up on me.
Bragging rights.
Technically.
bragging rights.
Fun and bragging rights are always entirely valid. Irony is a good addition to any game. And because it just giggles. It would just be really funny to knock all that stuff out of your hands and put it back in that room. And then
Funny
grab
causing
the
me
thing.
torment. What?
It would have been the same had somebody else been involved.
So,
Listen, this is
you're now out.
monopoly right here. This is friendships will be broken. I only just made friends with you today, sir. Okay, so like that is.
So
Your
the
friendships
game,
don't last long, do they?
My gaming style is I push boundaries. You want a game with me, I'm going to push them up.
Noted. Touche.
so you're out of moves now. So I'm afraid that concludes business.
Which brings it round to me.
Yes.
Okie dokie, the Düsseldorf.
Cool.
Okay.
Snake
He's
eyes.
going to sprint.
Yay! I mean, oh, I'm so sorry for you. I was happy about the fact that I wasn't the only one to get snake eyes. I'm sorry. I should have been sad for you.
Had you been able to get one less, or had you not got the super fast feet, you would be able to get into this room. So at the point where the dwarf leaves that room, you're going to spawn in there.
Would you be willing to trade one of my magic scrolls for the hut
You can only do so if you stand inside by side.
side by side, okay?
Righty ho.
3 from the boots
That's
and
the
1
first I've heard of
from
that.
2.
Good to know.
Because obviously
If you want to trade, you have to go on to each other.
you've got to actually be
So
physically.
you have to be on the 8 squares around.
Yeah, you've got to be able to hand it across.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yes.
As opposed to throwing it.
You can't lob it.
And in this case, throwing it through to another room. I mean,
bouncing
that's,
it down the corridor.
you know. What if I use my teleportation powers and I open up like a teleportation portal and throw something through
Well, you
that
haven't been able to roll double sixes anyway, so I'm guessing that's an unlikely option.
I think he's mocking me.
Special delivery to the void. We'll never get to the other end.
What are you giggling at? What is he giggling
I
at?
was
I
just,
don't like it when he giggles.
I was just amused.
Being evil is what you were being.
When the
I was just, don't mind me.
When the DM laughs, it's already too late.
Yes, exactly.
Moving on to search. Clay pot.
Yep. It's worth about as much as any clay pot would be worth.
3 gold points. Then I will move into that room.
1, 2,
8 total.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Actually, if we move to 7, and then I'll take a swing at the skeleton.
Fight its kneecap.
Nice.
It cannot beat that. So that
Skelly
is
sixes.
Skelly 6.
Fight its kneecap. Bitter.
No, we usually catch up because we started a bit of information from
That is me.
Cool. That's that. Now, there's a lot of movement going on.
How the bad guys go into other rooms?
Oh, yeah, they're following. They see you, they're following. They've seen you when you go into it. So if you now disappear around the corner, I know you're there, they just watch you disappear. So it's what would they do in the real world? So where are we? Number
It's
11.
not a case of you don't exist because they can't see you anymore.
Yeah, so 11. So he's going to go forward 2 and swing at him. He's got two dice to roll.
2 dice.
Yeah, roll 2.
And you need to roll for your defense.
You've got to roll 2 dice in defense.
Should be able to break 6.
Or maybe not, take 2 dice. Off. 2 health points for skeleton.
Three.
Why, pray sir? We should say that, pray sir. He has it in for me.
Health points. So that's that one out. The goblin will go this way. And the goblin's going to roll one dice to have a pop at you.
Would you like to try and get on the bench?
Roll the dice for him. Not now the goblin, one dice only.
One dice only. You're a goblin.
I am. Oh,
You've got a dagger.
what?
Fail.
What's wrong with me?
So now, skeleton number 7, which is there, is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's there but he can't swing. Skeleton number 9 is here. 1. Roll 2 dice please. And roll 2. Take 2.
I passed with 2 6s, I got a 6 and a 5.
No, there's oh, it's on the.
Yeah,
6 and a 5. So,
Ignore me, I thought this was skeleton on top.
And here we've got.
so should I hit you?
Yes, you did.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
6 and a 5.
The skeleton hit the dwarf. Yeah. Except now you've got skeleton number 12 about to wail on
He's
you.
about to have a 2 dice roll at you. And rocks up a cheeky 8.
Question.
Yes.
Okay, so he's. I'm guessing. I'm not going to lie the answer to this question. But he's currently attacking me. I have 5 health.
Yes.
If I go down to 0 health, I can't then use my health bar because I need to have action points.
Have you got any health stuff?
I've got loads of health.
Yes. Well, if it knocked you down to 0, it would be considered they're part of your health bank.
Okay.
In effect.
So I can use them without action points.
Yes.
If need be.
They're auto gloved. If you get knocked down to 0,
And the snore smashes into
I
your
actually quite like
breaks
that
apart.
answer.
So,
I approve of that
then
answer.
you're
Like
refreshed.
fairies and legends and
Okay, so I'm willing to protect myself now.
So you now need to beat an 8.
Or not.
Oh, very nice. So those 5 health points that you had.
Oh, see this?
So in effect,
How dead am I?
well,
Well, I'm going to take some of these.
how much have you got in the way of health
Okay,
points?
so
That's a total of 7 now.
Alright, anyway, so
So we'll take
we
all
roll
of
down
those.
to, I had 5, so then I go down to 0.
So you've got 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3,
I can smell the kitchen. Kitchen's right there.
well you have that.
Wow, I
Put
used up
your
all of that, did
5,
I?
put your 5 health back on there. Okay,
Just 5?
5.
Oh, no.
Like that.
Not that bad. Okay, so
So that hurt.
hold on, but how many what potions left? Because I had 2.
All your potions, you've got 5 points worth of potions have just gone back in there.
Only 5? I had a large potion and 2 small.
Yes, that's 5.
Really?
And 3 for the large and 1 each for the small, so that's 5.
So that's that. So you leave your health alone. You've
Okay,
lost
it's
all
on
your
5 now.
and you've now got 3 of them looking straight at you through their sunken sockets. And it's your go.
Your bones.
Be nice, dear. Confidence in me, I don't.
There's that many bones in front of you.
Oh, okay, it was a joke. Not funny.
There's enough to fertilise a field. Oh,
That's going on action.
Should be.
This game hates me. Okay.
it doesn't let you that much. You have both keys.
You have to. Yeah, you
I do
give
have
them
both keys and a bow and arrow.
yes.
So it doesn't hate you.
Okay, that doesn't completely hate me.
It just spites you.
I don't
I'm going to go with keys in this place of lost souls is worthless.
I have to. I'm guessing because they're all in my way and there is literally no way around them. I've got to beat somebody up.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I'm actually smash
They
you.
are.
You'll find another coin in there.
you can go
You can't
backwards
go
into the
through
room.
there, can you?
No.
Well, there'd be no point in me going back through because I'd just be spawning an enemy and they just follow me.
Well, no, you're already in effect occupying that room. You're still on the bridge.
Okay.
And therefore you're occupying both rooms, so that's fine. You won't spawn as you go back in,
But there wouldn't
they'll
really be much
follow
of
you
a point
anyway.
there. They'd all follow me anyway, and I can't cross into the other room from there and to go around there. So.
You've got to fight your way.
Alright. Let's do this. Okay,
Okay, so
so
which
I'm using,
after?
I'm going to attack, probably the best one would be this one.
Right, now to all you after number 12.
I reckon, let's have a look at his, yeah, because they've all got the same stats, haven't they?
Yeah.
My friend who's just Europe, she says,
Oh, it's you, is it?
Well, it's Bobby. I'll give you a break.
Seven?
Easy.
Comfortably defeats first Scott.
I've beaten it, so it's another move to actually move there, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so move that down if you could, please.
yeah, apparently you can't work out if she was a boy, you could find out what she is. Because the way DNA is, you never know because she's pregnant.
Five.
I don't know why DNA works like that. How is it going to move?
Diagonal.
And at that point you spawn for the next one.
Okay. I think that's probably the best.
I got excited as well. I do know that she
So
So
you.
you put down to one now.
Yeah, and
And spawn something. I have to roll to spawn. Oh no, because there's only one. There's literally just
Scott
one.
number 10.
that's what I was setting up. And the other thing is,
There. You've now got one more move to go. So you can take a shot at him from there, can't you?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what one of them was shooting. Probably best to do the one that's in between me and the
One
chest.
that's in the way, yeah.
That's
He
what
was
I'm
sitting there eating his popcorn, watching your dwarf buddy getting shanked.
Which one are we talking about?
Skeleton
He's
head.
got in the way of his widescreen TV. He was watching Battle Royale and now all of a sudden. Come on, woman, get away.
Why are you giving them thoughts and feelings and emotions? You're not making it easy for me to kill them, okay?
They're going to kill you otherwise. How about you?
Seven.
Fine. That's enough to.
That's enough to do.
Sorry. I'm sure they have ways we can use and help. Probably.
Undeath is out.
He only goes to the bottom of the deck. He'll be back.
They don't have widescreens and how they have like
So that's your bash.
Are you bashing CRT?
No, you're right, I do love CRTV televisions.
Next.
I might even be able to do something with this.
I'll definitely get into the great hall if I were you.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3 with the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
I've
what?
got 1, 2, 3 with the boots.
Yeah.
And then I need to figure out how to do my actions.
Come at me, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't you want to be kind of dodging them as much? Or are you going to go out?
Diagonal if you want to.
So, I mean, you don't need to move them
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
5, 6.
Yeah, that's
roll
far.
6. didn't you?
Yeah, it was 6 I got. That's as far as I got. I cannot go any closer. I cannot attack the goblin.
You've got no actions left.
No, fair enough.
Turned up as a spectator.
Smash some skulls.
I'm going to be interested on whose skull smashes.
Because they are far too easy, I'm going to go into the text to you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
How dare you?
This now means we are comrade now.
No.
Oh, come on!
Gang up on the dwarf.
No one wants to be my friend. Well, you have it in
9
me too.
ways.
That's me.
You will not form an alliance with me. What, seriously? I will avenge you, brother.
What have you got in relation to, what have you got in relation to protection system?
Okay, we've got an armor.
Oh, wait, no, I've got
no. Okay.
I've got
Scroll protection, but that only protects against
Traps.
not attacks.
Does it? When did you say they only depends against traps?
So,
Scroll allows you to roll one extra dice when defending. Have you rolled an extra dice?
Not yet. So
Okay, so I would suggest using that. So that's a 5.
fine. I'm back
so you're protected. So we just discard that to the.
Okay, so let's go to the bottom of the pile. So that's one attack.
Okay.
We'll go get that.
So you're not dead yet. Come on out. What's that one do?
I'm fine. That's another one. It's a different symbol, but it's the same effect.
Right.
You're costing him a fortune. 7
On the dots.
last one. Oh, that's looking painful. No question, but
Failed it.
Oh, okay, so what are you doing? What's going on right now?
I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
his
And I
soul,
can't trade you anything because I'm really far away.
his soul is gone,
I was going to offer you my my
Stolen
belting
soul.
sprue, but I am too far away, sorry.
and all of this,
Not bad.
all of this,
Yeah, not the carrot card.
all this goes
Oh,
back.
I was going to still okay. So I was planning on buying, taking that off you in exchange for something.
It'd be more than your worth. Unless you're going to sell your soul.
I was going to give you health potions when you were in dire need of them, sir.
And I'm coming to help you.
This guy doesn't want help, he doesn't need help. Help can go stuff itself.
Well, you can't attack anymore. What you can lose them.
I've got 4 left.
4. Okay, well, all you've got to do is put yourself 4 that way, or out of the way, because that one is definitely going that way. And then if you're far enough away, well, that one doesn't really matter. But if you put yourself there or there, that skeleton's going that way. You can't attack anymore. The skeleton can.
Yeah, I was thinking moving towards the entrance and coming back at it.
As in through there.
Back towards this way.
Well, if you've got 1, 2, 3, you can get into here. So you've evacuated the room because you can get past your colleague.
Yeah.
Even though, and then you're on the inside. And the skeletons, and they're all coming this way then.
She's the first in way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Dwarfs around the corner. So that's in effect that. So what we have here is skeleton number.
Should be 11
in the order. So number 11, which is
This
over
skeleton.
here. So he's going to go.
I want to take a picture of all of us,
3,
but
yeah, numbered on the base.
Oh yeah,
we
I
don't
can
have
see that.
selfie stick.
Goblin 1 is going to come on 2.
We didn't bring a selfie stick over there.
Skeleton 7, 1, 2, 3. Still can't do anything. Skeleton number 9, however. Bash.
You don't need a stick to do a selfie.
2 dice.
You also roll for the skeleton.
You pose, I'll do the roll for skeleton.
Okay, so
12.
I hate selfies. Okay.
So 2 dice, please. Exactly. So the skeleton just taking a swipe at you. You need to do better than 7. And
10. I'll take that.
So
So, boys out.
it is now your go. So roll for action. And it's now decisions. Because with that number,
9. That's a nice number. I'm happy with that number.
you are able to do a variety of things which range from battling skeletons,
I'm going to go straight.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
all straight to the lock.
Okay. I kind of.
You seek vengeance for your
I
former comrades.
do. I wish for you to fear my wrathful wrath.
You could go the opposite way though,
Why are you go the opposite way?
because your dice rolls are not in.
You can't attack me. You can only parry me.
You'll only be parried.
At the moment,
Yes, at the moment.
I'm only 1 turn away.
Yes, but technically, I have enough moves to have enough action points to beat you up and get the chest.
Potentially.
Theoretically.
We shall see.
You used to me that one time.
That 1 time.
And also all the other times that he's clearly going to futurely be mean to me. So yes, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Cool.
With a sword.
Okay. That'll be 2 dice to punch. 9. 10.
Oh, come on!
Missed. He's shorter than he looks.
You first.
8.
Okay, so I do 6.
That's what you want.
It works by me putting it down in slow motion, right?
I mean, I can change it in the edit, but unfortunately. So that will be 4 off you.
You've done 4.
Cut him down. No, you cut him in half.
Are you going to quit whilst you're ahead, or are you going to go for another
You
one?
want some more?
Okay?
There ain't no quitting mine,
That'd be fun if you want.
What's that thing going on there?
We're going simultaneously.
Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1. 7.
Less than 9.
I think that was my last attack.
No, you got one
Oh,
more.
got one more. Okay. More it is. 3, 2, 1.
9 plays 8. 1 off.
So close.
I did not kill you, but I heard you play.
No, you've got 5 action points left.
1, 2, 3.
I used one of my action points to reverse time and beat him up some more.
No, they got 3, and 3 will actually put you by the lock on 2, and 1 to put the key in the lock.
Game, set, and match.
Okay, so I now need the books.
Ew. Now things that are interesting happen. Well, more interesting things happen. Darling, I'm requesting support for caffeination.
So first off, success as the second key.
Can you get me some caffeine, please?
It's caffeine.
Only some caffeine?
So let's give you the end of the day.
Yeah, let's do this first.
So, success as the second key is pressed into the ancient lock. The ground trembles and the walls begin to crumble around you. A large stone archway reveals itself, but you cannot see where it leads, as all is dust and darkness. There is, however, a distant howl and the sound of muffled screaming from the depths. You pass through into the darkness just in time for the ancient stone archway to collapse inward, trapping all evil behind you. Only time will tell what lies ahead. Congratulations on making it this far. If you are ready to continue your campaign, turn over to start.
Continue.
2.
10, 9, 8.
I'm guessing the distance I have to travel, I didn't make it through the archway.
Teleportation, you're drunk.
She's the one that teleports.
Just like that.
Right, then we're probably going to start to run out of lots of power now.
I'm assuming when we go to the next level, does the health stay there?
No, the next level you roll for health again. So you start.
Okay, so having completed level 1, how are we all feeling? I would like to start with you.
Yes, like I was saying, I really enjoy it. Do hope no hard feelings, because it is just a game and it's
No hard feelings, I've been delivering crud out of you.
testing the dynamic of it.
You barely dented me, I nearly killed you.
I killed you once, you had health potions.
In that case, I wasn't killed.
Fair enough.
He was successful in killing me though.
There, Poppy. There.
I was limping over to him though. I was hoping for something a bit friendlier.
I said, I apologise, it's my playstyle. You've got to test these things.
Let me help you, Stan.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how in a game where that side isn't emphasised anywhere in the rules,
It's just something that people can just do.
accommodates.
It doesn't say in the rules you can't do that.
No, and therefore you went straight in and
I don't
combat
see
happened.
why there is a reason to do that. Personally, but
Personal glory.
personal glory. Yeah. See, I was more sort of going for a team vibe, but neither of them wanted to be team players.
Where'd you get that impression from?
He followed you along the corridor to help you with the enemies.
I was going to clear the way for you.
What about the point where I said, when I said, let us be comrades in arms, and you said no?
Momentarily.
For a start, was I right next to you? Was I within trading distance?
I offered you my arm of, manly friendship or whatever. You were supposed to be like, we were supposed to do that thing.
Yeah, and was my character next to yours?
But I was being IRL camaraderie.
But it's not your normal thing. It's yours is a more spacey.
Yeah, I'm very,
So
very
you
much used
specifically
to
said
Warhammer 40,000. Then general sort of games.
Like I said, that's how we first met each other.
Yeah, when I was looking at this mid-game, I was thinking about the introduction of individual corridors per room, as in like the old Space Hulk and Space Crusade style games. Because the bow and arrow fires in straight lines as it was. So in the addition of simple bit of standard cardboard, you've then got walls to hide behind and go no.
Yes, and all of these things can be changed. So for example, if you want to do that, there is nothing to stop you at the start. And there is a discussion that's ongoing about changing the back of these, because at the moment, there's nothing on the back of them. So, and indeed, as they stand at the moment, there's nothing to stop them saying, right at the beginning of the game, that is a wall in the middle of that room. So you can duck behind that.
A chest-high wall.
Yeah. That kind of thing. So you can, the facility is very much there. You
It's
can,
an adjustable game.
the home brew side of it is. Could you play bringing some of your Space Hulk models, or 40k models, put them straight into this and play a game based upon the grid?
Based upon the grid, obviously,
It then plays very similar to Space Hulk in that regard.
yeah.
I mean, you just invent a character, essentially, like say, so instead of being this person, you're insert 40k character here.
With their movement allowances and with their
So
blaster
just same
ranges,
statistics, same special move.
The openness is there in the title. It says "Save your souls." It's very similar to
Yes, that's very true.
Star Trek. I was thinking of the Klingons
Okay.
with the Barge of the Dead. Is that familiar with that? It's essentially when they pass on, they go on to this Barge of the Dead. They either go into fame or the other place.
That'd be true.
Yeah.
Death and glory.
And it's that was playing through my head like the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for myself, sort of deal.
That's the plot, isn't
And
it?
obviously, if it's based in it, so if that's where you're brought. It could be any character from any time.
And even in that, it's interesting where a board game, which is a very much different genre, is stimulating within your mind because of things that you've done. Oh, I could do this. Look at that. It's similar to that. There is a narrative already going on in there, which is being stimulated by the game. And I think one of the things behind Dan and the team behind the game is that what they want to do is have this as that introduction. It's kind of a twofold thing. You can introduce you to bringing yourself into the game, or new people into the game, creating interest. But also, you can just play it as it's a more relaxed, less intense on tech, data kind of game. You can just have a game and sit around in an evening with a beer or a coffee or whatever it is you want and have a fun evening.
Yeah, because when I brought up earlier being locked in combat, it's glad that dynamic's not there because you can spend ages just trading blows and nobody doing anything.
Yes.
As I've done many a times in like 40k, but it's
Considering the
different
considering
dynamic.
the army that you usually play is very combat oriented.
Yeah.
Your phone is ringing.
Again, it's Dan again.
That's Dan Grubb,
Oh, bless
so
him.
he can.
Dan the
Good
man.
wait.
Dan the man. Yes. While you lot are discussing the campaign or rules, I'm just going to have a quick look through here because obviously you were here to help me through it. Douglas was helping me through a lot of this. I do struggle to put my head around things a lot. So I'm going to have a quick look through this, sort of read it and go like, okay, would I have understood this? I don't think I didn't have enough chance to read through that. So talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing that.
I mean,
and I will contribute.
Sure, but the aim of the rules.
It did feel like it was something that I would pick up quickly enough, but I am going to have.
Well, I had to go and move
as
my car halfway through it, and I could do so confidently.
Yes.
Between three people that have not even seen the game before, you're more than capable of going, oh, okay, well, I do this, and it's the compartmentalised player. You do your thing, player, you do your thing, player, you do your thing, and then the enemy does its thing. And that, especially in a family context, or with maybe younger players, you're able to get them into it very easily, put them into the character, and get them to play the game with that order and learn that order very fast.
Yeah, so I do think my daughter will pick this up very quick and enjoy it. So she's under the recommended sort of age.
There is recommended.
Yeah.
Just because you are, 109 doesn't mean you can't play.
And it's challenging for me because having never been in a kind of environment and hitting this in my late 50s, to in effect be trying to instruct seasoned gamers and people with a level of experience or a variety of games that you guys have, it's quite intimidating and daunting from my perspective because I'm stepping into your pond. And fortunately the gaming mechanism is as simple that I can do that.
Well, even it's open as well, so you can expand on it and have a games master that says, instead of doing this, these enemies are going to do that.
So, I mean, I think we all, I've certainly got a couple of mates. Martin, you know who you are. If I turn around to Martin, my mate Martin, and collectively, so we're going to do X, play the game, and it'll be round 9 at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time it is. I need to tell him 2 hours early, because he's never going to be on time. And he will never be on time for anything. I know he's married, and I will put money on it if he's late getting there, because that's just how he is. And there's always someone that's going to be late to the game. Now with something like this, just sit down and start it.
Then they can
just
player 3 has entered the game, sort of thing.
Off. And you can choose. Well, you can start there because you're late and you shouldn't have been. Or, get caught up in traffic, fine, spawn with us. And straight into it. And it doesn't. You could either
Drop in, drop out.
Yeah, you could even just for the hell of it say, well, okay, we're all up here. What I'm going to do is we're going to put an extra room in, and you're going to start in the anteroom and then just step in. And
it entirely makes sense within the context. It's the Gorgon's realm, and it can shift in that manner.
yes, she can play the game because she's amused about making you start beginning, or maybe she's amused about throwing you into a room that's full of warlocks or hawkers or anything else. And you've got quite a lot of flexibility within the other bits and pieces to start just adding gear in.
Question. It constantly refers to it D6s. Obviously, I feel like we only have D6s. Are there? Yes, obviously. Are there other dice?
No.
We're only using D6s.
It's exactly the same with Warhammer 4000. Unless it's a D3 where you just halve the value on the dice, it's always D6s, but it means that they're only referred to as D6s. They're not referred to as dice.
So you could potentially use a D12, but there's no point, really.
No, I mean, but within the game, if you want to start adding additional technical stuff, add additional technical stuff. You want to start making rules for blasters or heavy lasers, and then you just make up rules around the table, decide what they are, write them down, everyone knows what they are, and then start playing with whichever way. The object of the game is that basic simplicity as that gateway into those more technical games.
Yeah,
You'll start somewhere and create the interest in the new player, irrespective of that. I mean, take on the field into the more technical stuff. I mean, there are games that I've been told about which will fill this table and you can sit down and you need food supplies and access to toilet facilities because you're there for the duration. You might be there 6 to 10 hours playing a game which is a campaign.
We don't know about games on the tabletop that are lasting 48 hours plus.
Yes.
So,
Apocalypse.
yeah.
Where it is massive tables, like it would if you go to that wall there, most of it would be table space with those types of games.
And that takes a love and a level of knowledge and build. This is the start of moving people in. Really, so it was an impression from yourself. If this was sitting on a shelf in a store, would this sort of thing.
Question: what price point would you put on it?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a range because I
Okay.
don't go out.
Yeah, don't go for like
buy
an exact
games or
number.
buy
Go for a
things.
range.
Coming from a similar sort of background, as in not the game,
Yeah.
but at a Kickstarter start growing,
Okay.
I'd say 25-30 quid for like a starter box.
That's a good guess.
Up to a maximum of 60 is what I pay for this
Yeah.
this sort of thing. But
Okay, so at
I
the
don't
moment,
go out.
at the moment on the Kickstarter, it's £27.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've got any of them left, but there was you've got first editions of which there's only like X amount that goes for the same price as the standard edition.
In relation to the editions, though, there was a point on that which I was unaware of in how
Yeah.
gaming works. Apparently, there is a bit of a thing for people to get the first editions, and there is a numbering system. I don't know quite where they're shown yet. So if you
It's
look on the back,
Barcodes. Like.
there's a code on the back, and this code actually indicates that it is a first edition. The
Nice.
103, so it's 03 part.
That is cool.
And the 1 indicates that it's actually the first edition. So you will only be able to get first edition
Yes.
through Kickstarter, and that's why I've got myself down for it.
Reading through the rule book, I was a little taken aback. I was a little bit overwhelmed, but that's pretty normal for me. But as I went through the book, there's a quick start bullet list. So I feel like for someone like me that gets a little bit too much information, too much to take in all at once, because I need a tutorial. I'm a tutorial kind of person. I need someone to sit here and show me how it's done. I learn by doing. So like in a computer game, I need a tutorial where you follow the tutorial. With a board game or a card game or something like that, I need someone to be playing it with me, and that's how I learn. I'm not very good at processing the information in a book. But if I were playing by myself, this part at the back for someone like me, the quick start guide and also the golden rules as well, which I think is quite cool, for someone like me works quite well. So the rest of the book is a little bit overwhelming, but then you just go to the quick start guide and actually that's really easy to follow. So for someone like me, this quick start guide and golden rules are the place to be. I don't know many games that bother to do that. Because the rest of the book, I'm looking through it and I'm thinking I would be quite overwhelmed by that. I'd be like, too much.
But you said that's normal for you though.
That is normal for me. There are people like me that I am a learn by doing kind of person.
Sure.
Reading, I don't learn by reading, I learn by doing.
So do
But
you think you
this,
get
the
by
quick-
with just the quick?
I reckon so, yes. Looking at that, I've seen other guidebooks in other games and they don't bother to do this quick start guide thing. I'm really impressed by that. Reading through that, I was a bit worried, and then I got to the quick start guide and the golden rules as well, and I'm like, yeah, actually all I need to do is literally just a bullet point list, numbered list so the golden rules would be like, if you're a little unsure about where can the bad guy move, you go to the golden rules. It says here, dun dun dun. It is exactly what it says on the tin. Quick start guide, golden rules.
There's a potential there to do it like the.
So all I need to do playing
Actually,
this.
print it on one of the cards, you've got it right in front of you.
Exactly. All I need to do playing this is just to have that sitting in front of me. So, and then I'm going through the bullet list. I mean, for a dyslexic person as well, myself, I'm not dyslexic, but I know a lot of dyslexic people, they can just go through the list each time. That is really cool. I like that. I'm really impressed. I'm going to have to tell Dan that when I get home, actually. Be like, dude, that is cool. For someone like me, that really works really nicely. I mean, you two took it in quite quickly, but for me, I need something more like that. So that's cool. And I love the fact that there is like this sort of DM book kind of thing with, all the plot and everything. You said about possibly you can have someone sort of DMing and adding more depth to it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you were kind of doing that. You took, I don't think you were just kind of going with the flow. You didn't plan on doing that, but you were kind of doing that. Describing the characters more and inventing different weapons. And
Putting life into your figure.
Yeah, exactly. Which is really cool. I like the fact that we're kind of bringing it to life ourselves.
It's something that I do when I'm playing games.
Exactly, but it's good that you. It's good that you felt the need to do that with this game. The game came alive for you, which is really cool. So, I'm happy.
It's quite. You can get up to some mischief as the thing in this game because
yes.
you can. Okay, all of the creatures are going to go after.
Oh, she's doing rather well. She has both the keys. I'll send all the bad guys after
Let's go
her.
that way.
Yay!
So it's
Thank you so much.
I've enjoyed playing it, and every time someone else plays it, they bring something else to it, and it's
We were all a
interesting.
bit silly.
I just thought Kent, and all of a sudden you fight amongst yourselves. Is this a Kent thing? I get down here and the first.
Clearly, it's a Kent
It's a
thing.
Kent thing because it hasn't happened in my experience of playing it up with.
Was that all around the board?
Yeah, they were all over it like a rash yesterday.
Yeah,
Like,
they're like that all
slap.
around the board. They are like that. That's my experience of it. That sounds about right. Okay, so I would like to have a look inside the box and cover sort of, obviously because we haven't got enough time because the boys just wanted to keep spawning bad guys. So we didn't get to level 2.
Sure.
So I would like to kind of cover what we can expect from the further levels into the game.
Well,
if
in
you're happy
effect-
to do that, because we can't play the further levels.
Well, we've got, in effect, the other critters.
Because I saw we've got other bad guys
Right.
in the guide. There were some very ominous looking bad
There's
guys.
some very ominous bad guys, tougher than yourself.
Lycan.
Like a Horwalk.
Are you saying I'm tough? Are you saying I am an ominous bad guy?
Yes.
So just to give you an idea.
I'm not sure if I'm complimented or insulted. Bit of both. Bit of both.
This little puppy here, that
Little.
is a Lycan Horwalker. Now, having in mind how many
Wow.
lives you...
So it's a Lycan with wings and an axe.
And
Okay.
That many not.
that many
Oh my
lives,
word. Okay.
and that many attacks, and
Yikes. You know when I was saying earlier that I
That
thought it
many.
was too easy?
that many
This is
defences.
the thing, I really wanted us to, I know you were like, I want to spawn more bad guys, I want to go backwards and so on. I just wanted to get to the chest so we could move on to the next level and get to the bad
And if he
guys.
stands
And
around,
we would have done if you'd actually gone to do them. You had the keys.
I did go through them.
Eventually, yeah.
I went straight to the marketing track for me.
and if he was standing in the doorway and you were standing there in the room, he could walk straight up to you and then start swinging.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's just moved 5
Right.
and rolled
Looks like it.
12. So you're going to be defending with 2.
2. You go straight for it.
So he's just gone straight through with 7.
Is there a way of, you have to get these key unlocking cards to be able to get to the next level to unlock those?
So
There's
you've
no other way of
unlocked
doing
those, you've now gone through into dungeon 2.
Okay, so
Now,
there's
Dungeon
no
2.
other way of unlocking these, you have to get
No,
these
you've got to
cards.
get the keys.
How many of them are there in the pack?
There are 2, 1 of each.
One of each, literally one of each.
So they could be the very last 2 cards in it.
Because I managed to pull them out both in
Yep.
the chances of that are minuscule.
Well, it depends on how well
That's
they're.
ridiculous.
Depends how well I shuffle
Deck
them.
was shuffled.
And I
Even if you
use...
shuffle it really well, it would still come out like that.
It could do, but if it's you end up shuffling and it's all clumping together, then they're going to stay together.
Because there are only 2 cards, it's just that if they're given meaning. The other thing about it is that it depends on how many people are playing. I took a judgment based upon the fact that we wanted this as a presentation to see the
Of
game.
course, yes.
So I took a few cards out. Now,
And of course you can have a bigger or smaller dungeon.
yes, and I took those
as
cards
well.
out to skim down. I obviously took the key cards out and put them in the remaining pack. Gave them a quick shuffle and they happened to stay
To
through
make sure
the
that
level.
you finish the level.
So you managed to get into it, otherwise you could
Yes.
extend it almost indefinitely.
So I'm thinking
and it's
that
quite boring
I feel
because you
like
just search
I feel like we could have, if somebody wanted to poke me,
You would have finished that far quicker. It's a
Exactly.
45
I
minute
really feel like we could have done that in like a half an hour.
Yes.
I was just about to say, does she have a piece? What happens there? Because
Gorgon.
she's listed in here obviously as a character.
Yep.
She's on the cover art.
Yep.
So I'm
Final
assuming
boss.
you come across her final boss, exactly. I'm assuming in order to like, do we get our souls back?
If you beat her, you come to the end and you're freed from the dungeon. In this particular incarnation of the game. But she gets 3 attacks, 3 defences, she can move 8, and she has 8 lives. So you've got characters of this kind of
So
strength.
do we take these cards
she
into
can-
the next level, don't we?
Yes, she can get to
Right.
you from there.
So when you die and you go back to there, you lose all your cards.
Yes.
But if you manage to stay alive to go to the next dungeon, you
take
keep
your
all your
cards
cards.
with you.
So
What cards?
let's yes, you don't have anything. But let's have a quick look because I'm wondering like in order to beat her, we have to have some pretty impressive cards.
There are cards in there, very limited in number, but one hit kills.
Obviously, scrolls of protection would help.
The bow and arrow is pretty cool.
The bow and arrow that I've got, obviously. Health vials to counter her punches, obviously. An empty scroll. If traded, give this card to the new owner. These ancient scrolls can be collected or traded. It's just worth money. It's just worth 2 GB.
Nice and low to play box.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to find.
There is a dynamic that may turn up later, which is a trader will turn up, an in-game trader.
Whoa, that's just a really expensive. That's worth 50
Stuff.
GB.
No, that's used
And
in one
the
of the later
idea
missions.
is there's an idea, it's still being toyed around with, but there's an idea that some stuff is going to be good. So the trader will turn up and you'll have a look at the cards.
So it's like an MMO trade.
Slippers here. If
So
an
he
enemy
rocks up,
can't see
you deal him a
you,
few cards,
they can't follow
and
you.
they're
They won't
protected.
follow you.
Get whatever it's worth, what is.
Yeah, and it's got a face price.
Yeah.
And you
Another
present to
ranged
the
weapon.
people who are in the dungeon, and they say, "Oh, I'm the trader, and I'm the troll trader."
You discover an
and
enemy.
here's the stuff that I've got for sale. And you'll look at the for sale side, and you go, "Oh look, one for the bow."
Find
And there'll be a
something
price
that
on there, might be 30
you know,
pieces.
Can you check that for us?
And
See if we can
then
find
you
it?
can put a bid in.
Everything you've
And
earned.
everyone else might say, well, actually, I'm interested.
Oh, here we go. We've got a
35.
scroll of death here.
Someone else might go, no, I want a range
This
weapon, I'll
powerful
pay
scroll
40.
will render
Okay,
any
you'll get
one
it.
enemy in the room dead.
And they take the card,
I'm
and
assuming
on the
that
back of it,
includes her.
it's like no one's seen that.
So that's like the ultimate card.
Either it's a really good elven bow, or it's a counterfeit. Or it's a very good one.
Yeah.
Or you can use it 3 times and it breaks. Or it's really good. So you don't know. And
Another
obviously,
scroll of death,
it depends how
that's
good
true.
your poker face is when you look at it. Okay? Because then you can potentially sell it on the
Yeah.
to someone else. So if it works 3 times, you use it 3 times, then I want to borrow this, I've got another one over there. And sell it to someone else for 30, and then they get it, look at it and go, either they're daft, you sold me a pup, or, right, see if I can sell that to somebody else. So that again adds an additional depth to it. But that's all enhancements that are potentially coming.
Yeah, not
So then 2 scrolls of death in there.
Like I was
So you
saying,
did say they were
any
limited.
game with
Oh,
yourself,
yes.
there has to
Something
be that
like
sort of
power,
competitive
don't they?
Yes.
sort of feel to it.
And the ability to stripe someone up
Yeah.
gets into the game is a good thing. But as I say, that is an existing thing. So you've got some kick, tush.
And so I feel like to beat her that is going to be an epic. You'd enjoy it. Like I was just looking through the cards and seeing, like how could we beat her, and it feels like that's something that all of you need to fight her.
Yes.
Like you really need to triple tag her or quadruple tag her or whatever.
Has it been
And
done
some of
yet?
you are probably going to die. And you like all of you, you're going to be like swapping health potions with each other and stuff like that. And there's a couple of cards which are like instant death. There's only 2 of them, but we only counted 2 in the entire pack, which would instantly kill her. But the chances of getting that are like 1 in 100 or whatever. Parts are on there. So you can beat her instantaneously theoretically.
And it may be, that because bearing in mind she comes more handy, she's likely to have a fair bit of cavalry standing.
So she's got backup.
by the time
You've
you
got to get
start,
through them before you can get to
by the
her.
time you start adding to the later dungeons, you're going to start getting more of this kind of stuff
Yep.
setting up. It may be that you want to use the death, the instant death facility. You've got to use it now. Otherwise, you ain't going to get nowhere near her. So you have to use it now.
Tactics.
Then you've got to go after
Definite
it. You've got to
tactics.
take it out.
How are you going to beat her in one player?
That's going to
The
be
great deal of difficulty.
So far, I think the best someone's got to is level 4, completed level 4 solo.
So it's not. You don't know if it's possible.
Oh, it's definitely possible. Mathematically, it's definitely possible.
Okay, but no one's done it yet.
It's not been done yet, but it's a brand new game.
But it is very- yeah,
and
very limited
The only
people
people
have played
that have
it.
played it will be
Of course.
Game testers.
you guys,
Beta
me,
testers, alpha
and-
testers as well.
and sort of Dan and family. And
Family,
people.
friends,
There's a couple of clubs have had access to it. Neil, where he is, a couple of the games bars.
Any final thoughts? Anything to add? Anybody?
I think we've covered it all.
I'm happy. Are you converted?
I definitely enjoyed it.
It
do
met
like
my
the scope.
expectations. You know, I'm not. You know, biases aside, totally met my expectations.
Well, I've enjoyed being part of it, and I've jumped in on the Kickstarter. So if anyone is out there that's watching, that's listening, the Kickstarter is live throughout the month of March. Go and have a look on Kickstarter, see what you think, see if you want to jump in. There are a range of options at different prices that you can jump into. You'll be able to get first edition games as well. And your support will be gratefully received by certainly Dan and the team, and certainly by me, because we need to get Kickstarter through the gate, because I want to have one of the first edition games when it turns up.
Yeah, because if we don't reach that goal, you and me, we don't get those first edition.
Yeah, there's a strong
no one
possibility.
gets any.
There's a very strong
No one gets
possibility that
any.
Dan's not getting his back though. This man, he'll have to come down here and pry it from my cold dead hands.
You wanted what game?
Exactly. There is no game.
You lent me a game? I don't remember you letting me a game.
The dog ate it.
Don't get it.
The dog ate my homework. The
So
dog ate my
coffee on
game.
it.
What dog? I don't have a dog. Oh, the dog I just invented.
Well, thanks very much indeed for all of you for coming and playing, and thanks for having us down to your local, if you will.
Yes.
And
Actually, it's just a few doors down from DTS HQ.
Cool.
We've been playing Gorgon's Loch at Cliffs
Thank you to
Steve.
Alex?
and Diggy.
and yes, yeah. Thank you for watching Geeketeers. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Hold on. That's in a completely wrong order.
All of those things. Do all of those things.
Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Until next time, you geek, therefore you are.
See you later.